What's up? This is Brandon Donahue, and you're listening to the All Bass No Treble podcast, where we talk all things hip-hop, culture, music, lifestyle, and more. So kick back and join myself and my co-host as we feature our next special guest this week. What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of All Bass No Treble. As always, I am your host, Brandon Donahue, co-host Jesus Wolf Rangel.
That was supposed to be a howl.
All right, we're going to move on from that. Jordan Dante's in the building.
Yo, what's good, everybody?
Very special. I feel like a lot of people have been waiting for this one. Rowlan's on the show today, my close friend, my artist.
Row.
So it's going to be dope. We're going to get into some discussions today.
Let's get into it.
Kind of curious what we're going to speak about.
We're going to speak about a bunch of shit.
We haven't spoken about this at all. I don't even know. Yo, I actually found out from Jesus that I was doing this, and then Brandon's like, oh, yeah, Tuesday. I'm like, wait,
That's such a lie.
It's not a lie. He was the first one to tell me.
I was like, last week I was like, yo, you're doing
and
the
then
episode
Brandon
on
hit me
Tuesday,
the
right?
next day, late morning, and was like, hey, thing Tuesday. I'm like,
I said it to you in passing. I said it to you in passing, and you forgot.
What does passing mean?
Meaning
when
like
I'm doing
we're
pull-ups in the morning or something.
Like we're in the house, and you're in the living room, and I said, hey, so you're down to do the next episode? You're like, yeah. And I was like, all right, next Tuesday.
Wait.
Cool.
I said,
so he was
You
doing
do
pull-ups?
push-ups just like in the morning?
Pull-ups.
I do pull-ups at all hours of the day. I have a
Just
pull-up bar
randomly?
outside of my room. Every time I go in, I have to do at least 10.
That boy got that jail back.
Yo, look at the legs. Unfortunately, I got that jail bod. These don't go away, bro.
The fuck you doing upside down pull-ups
Hold
and
on.
shit?
Fuck a dad bod, jail bod.
Jail bod.
Hey, no,
Jail bod.
that's true, bro.
2020
Jail
is
bod.
a jail
I mean,
bod.
push-ups, pull-ups, that's
Mad
jail.
push-ups, pull-ups, burpees. Bruh.
I mean, a
basketballs.
motherfucker gets the right waist and nothing fits the calves. Nothing. I gotta get all stretch, all motherfucker.
You
Yeah.
might
So he
want
got
to
the
True,
buy
it needs a specific pair. I know
buy,
this.
Like,
Levi's 501.
Yeah, so I was
Straight
gonna say,
fit.
what's your favorite then? What do you got on? Some
These are
Abercrombie
just
jeans?
Zara's stretch jeans, honestly.
Oh, that's why. That's where you went wrong. Zara.
But these are the only ones that fit me. Zara hits
Zara,
for pants.
yeah, Zara hits for pants.
Zara's
Yeah.
cool
Pants.
for
What do you
pants.
got on for bottoms? What are these?
These are Levi's.
Yeah, but you might have
But
some
they-
skinny
you
ass
feel me?
fucking calves. My calves might not fit in there.
Come
is all
on,
I'm
man.
saying.
My shit about to break these
We're kicking
motherfuckers.
off.
My shits will be
We
poking.
kicked off the
Mine
podcast
might
with
be
a
poking.
jeans discussion. This is great.
I'm trying
Mine
to,
might be poking. is
man,
all
I'm trying to tell you, my calves are huge.
Yo, let me just...
Huge.
This, whatever, calves always remind me of the Entourage episode where Johnny Drama was like,
You're the
considering...
only one that watched Entourage right now on this
Nobody
podcast.
watched Entourage?
I watched a couple episodes.
Someone's told me
Jesus
I need
Christ.
to watch it, but I've never watched it.
I've been told I'm like whatever the dude is on that show.
Yeah, you're fucking turtle.
Turtle, yeah.
Turtle.
I'm like Turtle. Shout out to fucking Turtle. Turtle's like me though.
I never
Yeah.
watched it, so
All
I
right.
can't
Yeah, I was
endorse
gonna
this.
say-
But
All right, but we got to kick it off with the question. Get this shot in us. Make us
do
feeling loose. Anyone think of one today or no? You want me to kick it off with one?
Yeah, kick it
Yeah.
off. Kick it off.
I actually had one.
Oh, you have one?
Yeah,
Wolf?
yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird for me.
yo,
because
wait. Let me interrupt. As the interrupting motherfucker that I am, let me interrupt and just say, I don't know if this has been done on the podcast because y'all are banging these motherfuckers out. However, let's take a shot for the fact that the podcast, y'all have been consistent and this shit is fuck. Let's just drink on
Oh,
that.
shit, yeah.
Like,
Well, we
Hell
can
yeah.
take a shot
Yo,
for
y'all,
that, and
yo,
then-
let's take
No,
a
we can take a shot for
yo,
that.
Yeah,
y'all
we
really
can.
have killed it. So like execution on 1,000.
Shout out to Matt
shot
Johnson.
for that.
Hey,
Yo,
Matt-
Matt Johnson,
yeah,
the fucking
Johnson.
legend.
That was the hand everyone just
Yo,
saw.
you guys.
Come in and adjust the
That
mic.
little hand that came
little-
through and fucking poofed my mic. That was him. But yo, you guys really did your thing.
Cheers to the podcast.
Yeah.
Thank
Cheers
you.
to the
Cheers to
podcast.
yo.
Appreciate the love.
So we'll still do a question later on, but since he brought that up, it's really Ro kind of pushed me. I mean, we're gonna get into the background story here. I feel like this episode today, I wanted people to realize Ro's pretty private about his life, and I feel like being someone that's been close with him since the age of 14, I want to get into some stuff that that I know he's done in this journey that we've both now landed in LA together at 28. But
Yeah.
I mean, really, it was more of like, the pandemic happened and I was sitting around and like, especially managing, there's like not much you can do with a pandemic happening. Like I could try to still like network and this and that, but I'm more of a people person. I'm not great with the emails. That's Wolf.
Yeah.
So it was like, he was kind of like, bro, like you gotta do something. You gotta do something. And I'm like, all right, cool. So he kind of kicked the idea for me to start thinking of something to do. And I was like, oh, what about a podcast? So, and then literally it was that conversation, and 2 weeks later we filmed the first episode with Duke.
Yeah.
It was literally like that.
Yep.
Then y'all
And now
brought,
we're here.
then
Now
y'all
it-
brought me in.
Now
Yeah.
we started it in
Then we
January.
need
Now,
Jordan.
yeah, now it's April, and now we got Jordan. Today, I feel like it's gonna be you guys are the two guests. You
Yeah,
know?
that's what I was gonna say.
Almost, yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be
We
y'all
could-
show.
Yeah.
Me
in a
and Wolf
way.
just gonna be the extras.
Yeah.
I'm here. So,
Hey, we got questions here and there, though. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But no, we still
I'm here for
we
it.
still gotta kick it off with the question, though.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
And
what's the
shot.
question?
So
I mean,
Wolf, you have one.
I was thinking about this the other day. What's your favorite non-hip hop / R&B album?
All time?
I mean, what at the moment right now. Thank you.
can I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna slide that over.
It's hard, but I'm gonna say "Currents" by Tame Impala.
Okay,
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That album is so
I need to dive
fire.
more into Tame Impala.
it's crazy
It'll
because
fucking
change
up.
your whole life.
Yeah.
Hard.
Here, pour that up for y'all. You can still pour a little one for you if you want.
Don't play me.
I'm actually on the album I was gonna go to. I was gonna look the title up for.
look it up.
What
I
was
mean,
it?
No, I just didn't know the title, but this was the album I was gonna go with. My current one was gonna be "Over It" by Summer Walker. It's 2019 shit, but it's just
that's
a timeless
different.
repeat for me.
okay.
That's different. I like that.
What's yours?
Yes.
Arctic Monkeys, AM.
Wow.
Nice.
You're an Arctic Monkeys fan.
Dude, that album is so good.
I know this kid.
Damn.
Shout out to Connor. He's a big Arctic Monkeys fan.
Dude.
He's the one that kind of put me on.
So
to
check
listen to
this.
them.
One of my buddies hit me up one year. He's like, "Yo, my sister bailed on this concert. I got a free ticket." I was like, "All right, cool." I knew who the Arctic Monkeys are. No clue what their music sounds like, and I was like, "All right, music's music, whatever." Shows at the Wiltern. I walk out of that show. I'm like, "Dude, what the fuck? I'm gonna go listen to this album. It's so fucking good,
They are fire.
so good." And then I ended up like reading a review on it, or like they interviewed them, and a lot of the music was inspired by Dr. Dre. So like,
Oh
the
wow,
drums
that's
are
dope.
hitting.
No, yeah, Arctic Monkeys are sick.
Yeah,
Wow, that's
honestly.
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
So what's yours, Brandon?
What was it? R&B?
No, like
Not hip-hop.
not hip hop.
Non-hip hop R&B album.
Yeah.
What's my favorite?
Yeah.
Oh man. Currently past. Let me think, because now I'm like going. It's
What do you slide?
Probably if I'd say Meteora by Linkin Park.
Okay.
I'll go to a lot, but that's still hard. I didn't want to say that because they mix in hip hop still.
No, but still,
but
that's new
it's-
metal.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. I
up
like
there.
it.
Or else, you know who I slip on, bro? John Mayer.
I like it.
I be
Yeah,
slipping in
okay.
John Mayer songs all the time. That's the bad boy right there.
So
John
if you're
Mayer.
so
John
if you're in
Mayer
a
bad.
chill
He
mood,
a funky boy.
so if you're in a chill mood,
Mhm.
just want to relax, what's gonna be your go-to? Not hip hop, because me personally, when I'm like trying to chill, I can't even listen to hip hop. Like
Yeah,
I don't
me
drink
either.
lean, I don't pop pills, I don't do none of that. So like it just be fucking my head up. So I'll pop on like some Tame Impala,
Okay.
some Blood Orange.
That makes
or,
sense.
like,
Yeah,
some-
Blood Orange is
you
dope.
feel me?
Blood Orange is dope.
Concert crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Blood Orange is
Crazy.
sick,
Bro.
Is sick.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know, like chill vibes, relaxing.
That boy Brandon stay listening to I drink the lean, drink the
Yo, he does. This boy listens to trap at all hours of the day.
7 a.m. He's at
Seven out.
Okay,
Yo,
first of all,
he
fuck with
showers.
the
I mean, it's not
lean.
at 7, but he showers to some trap shit.
Yo, you
Okay,
have
like,
to.
Okay, no, he's probably going off of the other day. Lil TJ just dropped his new album, so I was playing it.
Is it good?
Do you like it?
yeah, I fuck with Lil
I'm
TJ
not-
heavy.
I don't know.
Man, I gotta go
He's okay.
dip
Really?
into that
He's
shit.
okay.
But man, going back to what you're saying, chill. Like, if I'm chilling, I'm probably like listening to like 90s hip hop, like
I
Tribe
see-
Called Quest, De La J.
I threw on like Stevie before, just chilling.
See, I'm like I'll throw on like Sade.
Ooh,
Okay.
damn, that's
Shot.
smooth.
Yeah,
bro.
Sade.
I'm a real smooth ass motherfucker.
Well, are we saying R&B now or anything?
I mean,
Or
yeah, he
you
said
'cause
non hip hop.
That's what I was. Well, he said non-hip hop or
R&B,
R&B,
but-
so that's why I was like, well, fuck.
It's all good.
Also,
Yeah.
like
Bro
what you
said
about,
Summer Walker.
Yeah, I was gonna say Summer Walker. That's R&B.
He
I was
did.
Gonna say,
Yeah,
but
that's
he
why
said
I'll give him
timeless.
We'll give him that pass.
Yeah, he's the guest on today's
Is it
show.
not?
so we'll-
Is it not? You said
It is
R&B.
R&B.
He said non.
That's one.
He said non-hip hop or
Non
R&B.
hip hop or R&B.
Oh, non-hip hop and R&B.
Yeah, I don't even know what you would throw on.
Personally, if I were to throw on non-hip hop and on R&B,
Red Hot
honestly,
Chili Peppers.
I was gonna say Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I see that.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
chill.
if I don't know if he really counts, but Dominic Fike has some really like
Yeah.
rock and roll sounding shit I would listen to. Sublime, I like just that. Like
There you go.
that type
Sublime's
of-
a good one.
Yeah, that
That's
type of laid
Sublime's
back
a
shit.
good one.
And I did grow up heavily on Linkin Park, but you know, I wouldn't put that on by any. That wouldn't be my go-to album.
Well, like I'm thinking of like if sometimes when I'm in
I'm
the
allowed to
car-
look at my phone, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay,
do
because
your thing.
that would make a difference. Because that looks my likes.
I
Are
mean,
like
I
what
think
play.
I think Red Hot Chili Peppers actually I skipped that. I should have thought of that.
Yeah.
Especially
Red Hot
chill.
Chili Peppers is
But yeah,
good.
you said but chill vibe. So like now if I'm thinking chill vibe, it's switching my demeanor.
You gonna say J. Cole?
No. You said non-hip hop or R&B. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick. I would probably do.
I didn't hear you. I thought you meant non-hip hop R&B, like R&B that doesn't have hip hop and all. But then again,
Got
Summer
you.
Walker kind of doesn't
Yeah.
fit for that even.
I
But
feel like it's still it counts because it
Yeah.
is a female artist, so it's not like you're like listening to like hip hop or like
Yeah.
or like Chris Brown R&B. Like you're listening to Summer Walker, so it's like
yeah.
100%.
I mean, she be having
I'm
some
trying
trap
to look
shit
at
too,
my
though.
library. Yeah,
Them
she does.
TM 88 beats is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Southside's beats. I mean, that's her beat.
Yeah, her production on that album's nuts. He was the one that put me on. He was like, I listened to it, but he was like, bro, the production on that
That song
album.
Body is crazy.
Yo, Marvin Gaye, that's where I would go to for non. I
like
listen
that.
to a lot of him just
I like
because
that.
my mom loves him, so she like
You
drilled
know,
that on me.
If
so.
we're going back, then Curtis Mayfield's what is
sure.
it? The Pusher Man album.
Oh, I have it.
Jesus Christ, that's so good front to back.
Curtis May.
Yeah,
I don't
Curtis
know what
Mayfield.
timeline I have it
So good.
We really diving now.
Yeah.
No,
We really
No,
diving
I was
in.
just saying, if I had to actually think of somebody that wasn't hip hop, not Red Hot Chili Peppers, it would probably be Marvin Gaye. That's who I can like actually listen through. And,
Cool.
You know,
And Marvin Gaye got bangers.
Yeah.
Gotta get you some Sade.
I love Sade. Sade's dope.
Ultimate
Yeah.
Collection.
Smooth.
Just download that.
Yeah.
Just push shuffle. You can be like, ooh, this is some shit good
Yo,
shit.
her vocals are crazy.
Crazy.
I've seen a YouTube video where she does Is It a Crime Live? That shit.
Insane.
Great.
Insane.
Man, live vocals, bro. In general,
Bro,
like
and
when
her
people have
live
mind blowing
vocals.
live vocals, it's great. You know who has a really
Facts.
good live vocal? Post Malone.
You love Post. Dude.
I swear to God,
Yo,
bro.
let's not go there. on
I
this
swear
episode.
to God, no. I'm gonna give Post his credit. He
It's not-
sounds like when he records.
True.
He's-
I will
Nothing
say
like
that.
the reverb, auto tune, all that. He sounds exactly like when he records.
I heard he stinks.
Like body
Yo.
hygiene.
Definitely
Look at him. Yeah, everyone.
Let me not say anything. Yeah,
I mean,
I mean,
we could. I mean, I
Let's
feel
cut
like
this
you
part
look
out.
at him. He drinks Bud Lights and smokes. He's not. Yeah, I feel like that's his vibe. Like he's like, I'm the stinky motherfucker at the party, but
I got some
I'm
good-ass
a fucking
music, huh?
millionaire. Yeah. Okay.
So let's get into,
Yeah.
Rowlan and Brandon,
No, I know.
Massachusetts.
Yeah,
back
that's
crazy.
home.
Let's hear about y'all's story.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You want?
Wait, what was the question that we take a shot to?
Oh, that was the R&B one.
R&B.
So it was. I mean, really, I just do the questions because I know everyone's gonna have a different answer, but it makes everyone take a shot.
Oh, did we take a shot on the
No,
answer?
I have. We
Oh,
have.
okay,
'em
okay.
queued
Oh,
up.
I was like,
We could take them though. If everyone,
take
I
a
was giving
shot?
it a break, but we could take them. We could throw them down again.
Oh, shit. Jesus Christ.
Let's throw them down, fellas. I appreciate y'all.
little fake taps.
Little fake tappies.
Got me drinking
Hey, that's smooth.
on a Tuesday.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
That's that Brandon life.
Yeah.
Got me drinking on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'll be at home working.
Facts.
I'll
I'm
be
a
at
9 to
home
5.
Facts.
Just play.
But I mean, yeah, I don't really. You want me to start it, or how do you?
However you want to go, bro. This is
So
your
how
podcast.
did this connection start, and how did the journey?
How did it get to
progress
here?
and get to LA? And
It's
be
honestly
here on this
kind of.
podcast,
It's
you
honestly
feel
kind
me?
of fucking crazy. Honestly,
Let's hear it.
It
Let's
is pretty
hear
crazy.
it.
I mean,
You go.
we met freshman year of high school. We went to a regional high school. So you're taking where we're from. We're from Massachusetts. We say Boston, but not a lot of people know we're from Cape because no one really knows what Cape is. But it's a peninsula. It's a man-made island made up of a bunch of small towns, very small towns. It's not a big place. So the regional high school we went to, you're taking people from towns all over and putting them into one high school. So like you're having like me, like I'm like live. People would say like almost in the sticks. Like Wellfleet is up there. Like there ain't shit to do. Nothing. It's a ghost town. What Roe was from? Where were you from? Harwich.
From Dennis, Harwich,
Dennis.
Barnstable. I bounced around a little
Yeah.
bit.
So the regional high school brings you all together from all different towns. You're meeting new people. So we meet freshman year of high school. Kind of like, you coming from all over. It's kind of like one of those instant like, oh, you dope. I never met you before. Like, because you're really coming with people that you've gone to middle school with before. Yada yada yada. So we meet, kind of like instant friendship. We play basketball together, same interests, this and that. Roe I came from a more well-off situation, and Ro was kind of going through more of struggling times. And shout out Pam on every fucking podcast episode.
Pam's a rider.
Shout out Pam, like would let Ro stay over like weeknights, like school, like almost like we got to a point where Ro had clothes at my crib. Like Ro,
whole ass drawer, damn near.
Yeah, like it was like to a point where Ro like nearly lived there, but my mom just knew, you know what I mean? And she never like it's weird when you get that too. Like you have, you know, we're like 14-year-old kids, and she's letting him stay over on like a Tuesday, like Tuesday to Friday. Yeah, and same, she wouldn't even ask questions if I went and stayed with him. You know what I mean? She'd just be like, yeah, go, and she'd give like money for both of us. You know what I mean? Like she held it down. So like it started off there, and then it really became like I was like the music geek, like I've said before on podcasts, where I had like the download internet plugger, and I'm like organizing my library. And Ro liked hip hop, but I was like the geek about it, so he was like listening. And then it kind of like it just becomes like a hobby to kind of like freestyle and this and that, and then we started like writing and rapping together.
Fun fact, when we first started, he actually would be on the buses and shit freestyling. I would never get involved when everyone was rapping and shit. I would never actually step up and freestyle. He was always rapping with all the other motherfuckers.
But could you freestyle at the time?
I could always freestyle. It just I just wasn't that type of,
he was
like,
a shy guy.
Honestly, and I think it had to do with how much I like how confrontational I am. If someone was about to diss me on a bus, I felt like it was going to be personal. So I'm like, I'm not doing this with y'all.
Heavy hands were ready.
Yeah, I was just like, at the time, I'm like, let someone say the wrong thing to me. I just felt like this might go wrong, so I just was like, let me swallow my pride and I won't get involved. I won't rap. He was always rapping his ass off. Just a fun fact.
Shout out to the Cape Tech bus days. I was freestyling my ass off.
So why aren't you an artist? What's up? Where the freestyles at?
He was better than me. Yo, he was better than me when we first started.
We're the 16s, bro. We want to hear some 16s.
You lose it.
I don't believe that.
No.
It's like riding a bike.
Shit to rap about, bro.
Man, you better talk about I'm from Boston to LA. You better go crazy.
How pretty I am.
Yeah, you got to. Y'all better.
He said,
so with you guys hanging out that much and you being the music guy, like how much did he influence you as far as like music and stuff like that?
He showed me a lot of the early shit, like a lot of the early Drake shit. He was on to like emotional shit before I was. I was still trying to be that hard ass and shit. So like I was like, like I like Drake early, regardless. I like Drake early, but he also liked all types of weird shit. Like me personally, being the hard at, like loving DMX, loving 50 Cent, loving Game at that time. Yeah, like being that person. Him listening to AC/DC and sending me his AC/DC library. I deleted all the rock and roll when he sent me his library. I was like, I'm not doing it. Like. I was like, you know what I mean? So that was a little bit more of my perspective of it. Yeah. And I deleted most of the rap shit he had too. Yeah. But I kept what I like. But yeah, he definitely had influence in the sense that he sent me his library and like showed me a lot of early shit, because as the music nerd, this motherfucker really spent time downloading all the music and organizing it specifically to his library and backing it up.
Yeah. No,
you have to, like, bro. The plug
I got a question
for music.
for you. I got a question for you. Since you were the download kid.
What's up?
I know you had created, let's say, probably 50 viruses on the computer.
Yes.
Yeah. Had the blue screen from BearShare.
I think I had malware for protection.
Yep, same.
Yeah.
Damn. Yep, but I still shut computers down.
Yeah,
BearShare gave the blue screen, the blue virus screen. Had to take it to the shop.
Only one time, and that was because of fucking LimeWire.
Yep.
But once LimeWire left, and I could go to like websites and download and shit. I was cool.
That was the best. I think that was the best era when you could just go to like a website, go to a Mediafire link or a Mega Upload link, and just get the whole album.
Yeah, that was nice.
It was crazy. And it took, and I've said it before, like streaming. Thank God for it, because it allows people like Ro now to make a living off of music. But like it took away from being like the first one to have it.
Man,
like I used to download shit and be like, I'm the only one that I know that has this for like a week, and I would make money off of selling like leaks in music pretty much.
Damn. Okay.
But
that's crazy.
Getting back to the story, it was like we started rapping together as, you know, good friends and just like kind of fucking around with it.
On an iPod Touch.
Yeah, it was the most ghetto rig ever. I don't even know how I got the this setup. You plug it into the bottom of your, not an iPhone. I had an iPod.
It was an
Touch.
iPod Touch. Yeah.
iPod Touch.
Fire.
They
Yeah.
had a voice memo option, and we'd
Oh,
import
yes,
those to
right.
So
GarageBand.
you could play the instrumental on the phone, record yourself, and then put it onto the computer.
What the fuck?
Ro has records.
I
from
still have
them.
the ones from the early stuff.
As us as
Word.
14,
Yeah, and that's why I
15-year-old
said he's
kids.
better than me. When you listen back to those, I was like, he understood at least flow. He understood cadence. He had like a tone. I was just aggressively yelling at whoever was listening.
Man, I remember when I met
get
you.
what?
I remember when I met you, like you just had so much energy on the mic, and I remember
Yeah.
sitting in the session. I'm like, bro, you have to be nonchalant. Like,
I've always
Yeah.
been so aggressive as a human. Yes, on the yeah.
But even so,
bro.
even in relationships, friendships, whatever, like opposites attract. Like I feel like that's why we work together because like we both. I could keep him grounded because I'm always the chill, calm motherfucker that I am. But he does show me that there is some things that like to not get like not walked over, but things I need to be more not
Assertive.
aggressive, but
Assertive
assertive,
about it.
assertive.
Hey,
about.
given.
I'm the same
He's
way.
making me come off like I'm fighting motherfuckers. I'm actually a
No,
de-escalator in public.
Yes.
I'm not looking for
No,
fights.
for sure.
I'm just ready to call some shit out.
Yeah.
I'm not looking
Yeah.
for fights, motherfuckers.
And you
watching
ready to
this.
hit, though.
Yeah, for sure. If,
yeah.
if it gets to disrespect, but it doesn't get there. Like people typically read energy and
Yeah.
de-escalate situations before it ever gets to a physical altercation.
100%.
But yeah, I'm there with it for sure.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean like you're ready to fucking hit people.
It
on
just
sight.
sounds like
No.
that's what the people
Yeah, no.
watching. Like, yo, he's always been the one. I gotta calm down. I'm like, nah, I wasn't punching motherfuckers.
No.
You're saying this about him, and he's the guy wearing the Boston hat. He's
Yeah.
just fitting the stereotype of Boston guy. But no,
Yeah.
no, he's not.
But no, it's like
Okay,
it's no. I'll just say more of that passion.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
can be passionate, but he's more passionate all the time.
Yeah.
Even regarding anything, like pushing me, like yo, Brent, or even like to start off just then with a shot, like yo, y'all been on it. Just that passion. He just has that more high energy. Like even when he like doesn't smoke, I can like you know. He's
Oh, for
always
sure.
like,
If
"My
I'm
bad,
not,
dog,
if
I
I'm
haven't
not
smoked."
high,
Like,
like
yeah.
right
He's
now,
like,
I'm pretty sober
Yeah.
from high. It's pretty ta-ta-ta-ta. Like that's
Yeah.
just my energy, and I got a Celsius in me.
He
We about
said
to
I got
go.
a
Shout out
That
Celsius.
boy drank that shit like I'm about to go talk some shit.
Celsius. I didn't even mean
Sponsor
to
us.
be honest. Nah, I already reached out to them. Honestly,
Yeah,
I
we
went
have
at them.
tried. We
Celsius.
tried
wait,
it
so
100
Celsius,
times.
what is that? Sorry
It's
to
like an
interrupt.
energy
No,
drink.
it's the best energy drink ever. However, they said they're only doing athletes right now.
Yeah, they only
so-
like athletes.
Yeah.
But I was like, yo, but you can have a vegan,
My boy
healthy
just got
rapper.
sponsored.
right.
Oh, really?
Athlete.
Dang.
Athlete?
I
Athlete?
mean, he's a no, my bad. He's a fitness trainer.
Well,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
athletes.
yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
they don't want. But
That
I'm like,
market.
but you can break the wall with this rapper.
Right. I'll show y'all before and after
yeah.
photos 40 pounds
For
ago
real.
just to sell your product. Give me free
For real.
product, bro. What's
real.
up? Yeah.
Bro,
Sponsor us.
one of my coworkers drank that shit once, and she was bugging out. I was
I
just,
bet.
yeah, I was just like, yeah,
That's like C4.
word.
C4 is
Nah,
great.
it's healthier.
I
Nah,
mean,
this
it's
is
healthy.
all
No, but
natural.
like as far as giving you
It's
energy.
all natural, yeah.
Oh shit! Sorry to detract the
That
conversation.
C4 be having you turn.
No, I won't drink it. Like
Be
heart
that
about to
bitch.
come out your
Yeah.
chest, like pre-workout.
Get a good ass lift.
I'm
Yeah.
scared to try pre-workout just because I've
Mm-mm,
heard
don't
what
do it.
people are like.
I've been like itchy
I
and
do it
hot
every day.
after.
yeah, I'm good on it. I'll just
Crazy.
do my fucking pull-ups. And
I
keep
do it
going.
every day. No
Do
cap.
my pull-ups,
Yeah.
jail bod.
I fuck,
Shout out to jail bod.
I fuck with the pre-workout.
Yeah.
That's every day for me.
You feel like you fuck with the pre-workout. You swole motherfucker.
Thanks, man. We working.
Hey,
All right, just come back to the
yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
we went through. Yeah, so we go through.
I thought homie was way smaller when I saw him online. To be honest, I was like, he a
We,
swole man.
no, we went
he
through-
fucking ripped. He ready.
boy.
He's like,
Pre-workout
he's
ready,
move on
bro.
from-
Hey,
he's like,
man.
boy, ready.
Health is wealth. Get that body
yeah,
right.
we know.
Yo,
We
I
know
knew when
doing
he
all
was
that.
like, "Oh, but you ready to hit someone? We ready." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool,
Yeah.
got you."
See, I'm
yeah.
not even that aggressor. I'm the de-escalator too. I'm chill. As
Okay.
fuck,
Yeah.
but I'm ready.
Yeah.
To
He's
hit if I need
he's
to.
mad chill.
If
I
need
can,
to.
I can feel it.
Yeah, there's a difference between being ready
It
and
aggressive.
being like
Chill.
an aggressor. Yeah, like
Facts.
that. Like I was saying earlier, I'm not saying he walks in everywhere. It's just like it takes a lot for me to get like a girl. Like he's
Same.
seen me worked up before. We've gotten into good heated conversations before. It takes a lot, but when I do it, he's always like, "There you go, Brandon. There you go, Brandon."
Well,
Like, he
because
loves it,
when
yeah.
we're worked up, I'm kind of calm worked up. Like
Yeah.
my work up is my
Yeah.
normal energy. So like
Yeah,
when
yeah.
people are worked up, I'm like, "Oh, okay,
It
cool."
takes a
like,
lot.
We're worked up.
Yeah.
Da, da, da.
I mean, I can tell that
And like I
too.
said, it's a good healthy workup. It's not like a, you know what I mean? It's just like a conversation.
I
or
can tell
something.
the passion by the artist you said. You said 50 DMX.
Yeah.
Shout out my boy DMX.
Oh,
Prayers
yeah,
up for DMX,
Prayers up to
But-
DMX,
Yo,
bro.
that's just
But
crazy.
yeah, them two. I mean,
Man.
you talking
50
DMX. Like,
And
you try to
DMX
turn
gotta
up.
be, and we're gonna get back to the the story that we were saying, but real quick, like DMX gotta be talked up there for like one of the pioneers and legends in this
He's
shit.
in top 10 for me
Top.
personally.
Yes, top.
sure.
He is on a whole different wave of a sound. Like no one will ever sound like DMX.
Swiss beats.
Who would sound like DMX ever?
Nobody.
Nobody.
I mean, the runner-up was Pop Smoke. That man, he was kind of like
was
the
like
aggressive
50
tone.
I was gonna say he was like 50 Cent.
Sounds like
DMX
he's
mix.
inspired by a 50
and fucking
and DMX together.
New York
fucking
boys.
Pop
Yeah.
Smoke, man.
But-
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Pop Smoke.
But just the
is-
harshness and tone, his just
Yeah.
readiness, and I think I even heard Pop bark on, or like growl on a
Yes.
couple things.
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
That's
being
New
from New York,
Yeah.
being from a young man like that, he was inspired by DMX.
Yeah.
It had to be.
100%.
For sure.
Had to
100%.
be.
What's it called? I mean, another thing on DMX too, like that whole Rough Rider sound too was crazy. Have you guys watched
They
Rough
brought
Riders?
four-wheelers and dogs to the scene. That shit was
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah, dude, have you all watched the
nuts.
Rough Riders like miniseries?
documentary?
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah, yeah.
shit's
I
crazy.
haven't. I gotta check that
Yeah,
out.
Watch
check
it,
it
bro.
out. That's
Watch
when they
it.
started bringing when they brought Eve in and shit. That's when
I gotta check
they
that
was
out.
basically
No,
the
it's
first
fire.
female rapper and shit.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
fire.
Who was the main guy over at Rough Riders?
DMX.
No, the label guy.
DMX.
Oh,
I don't know that.
I don't
Irv?
know
I know
that
exactly who
deep.
you're talking about.
Irv Gotti?
Nah, Irv Gotti was
Murder Inc.
Murder Inc. Yeah, Ja Rule and
Yeah.
Ashanti and all them. I used to love them too.
So I apparently there were nights where they couldn't find DMX. Like, yo, where's
Yeah.
DMX? Where's DMX?
They
And he
say
was
he was-
just doing street shit.
It's
bro.
almost on that like Dennis.
Doing street
Dennis
No,
Rodman
he
type
was
shit.
doing street shit, robbing people,
Hood.
What?
shit, bro. Yeah. And he was already rapping, bro.
He made it and he's right.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
wild,
When
bro.
people
No,
say
he,
I'm
like,
really
he
from the streets,
he never left the hood. Like
Yeah.
he was taken out of the hood, but the hood never left him. Like
I ain't
he,
gonna
he
lie.
For
just-
sure that
yeah.
I've seen interviews as he made it, as he was an OG, and I'm like, I still wouldn't bark at this motherfucker. Like, yeah, no
that's
chance.
that's a lot of rappers. I mean, a lot
Yeah.
of rappers that's from the hood, they
Yeah.
still hood as fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
Facts.
Like they,
Yeah.
yeah. I've heard some shit.
But,
Yeah, bro, me too.
Prayers up to DMX for
Yeah.
sure. But we'll circle back to what we were talking about, how we got here. Really, I mean, it was like, so we started that, and then we went through high school, kind of disconnecting. I went to college and school and shit. Ro just stayed on the music grind. Like literally, like when I tell you this man, like for sure, even being as close to me, he was like, I'm gonna be a rapper. I was like, damn, okay. I mean, like, I don't know. Like when
Yeah.
it first starts, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But this motherfucker, if I can give anyone credit to this day to sticking to a dream and a
Yeah.
craft and molding themselves
Yeah.
to that, it's this boy right here.
Yeah.
100%.
Appreciate
Because it's like,
Dedication.
I went to school and getting a degree, and where am I? I'm right back here. You know what I mean? This motherfucker's stuck on his craft and his grind, and now he like it's. I always catch it off rip. I'm like, bro, you live off music.
That's literally living the dream.
That's fire.
The dream.
Yeah.
The
Now I
dream.
got a
Like,
house in
we-
LA with a pig. That was the actual dream. I
Yeah.
put that out there. I was like,
Yeah.
I need a house for my pig in LA, and I'm
Yeah, the
straight.
pig.
Everything else is extra.
Pet pig.
Animal.
Shout out Layla.
Pet pig, yeah. my
Shout out
baby girl.
Layla.
Like
With
an animal.
Yeah.
And it's just still how it all unfolded,
Fire.
even to like this exact moment that we're at now. Like we live in a house, and I live in a house with, and shout out Juan. Juan's here in the background, but
Juanitos,
like,
free throws.
like it's I'm in a house in LA. We're all grinding and living off the boy's dream, and it's like we came from high school together as like best friends.
fire.
You know what I mean? And it's like there's no two other people I could really live with like the way we live with. It's not like living with roommates. It's like family. Like you don't even feel like we have a roommate. Like you don't get like, it's, you know how like I'm sure a lot of people in LA, especially you move out here and you're like, oh fuck this motherfucker, I don't live with this guy. Like it's not, I don't even like notice sometimes. Yeah, you know, it's just different. But yeah, like long
what's
story
up.
short, because I just want to kind of speed past that real quick. But it was like it's been a long time coming, and like anyone that thinks this shit's overnight, like it's been 14 years. You know,
Yeah,
and
well, I met you guys like 5 years,
4 or 5
4 or
years
5
ago.
years ago. Yeah.
And I moved out here with intentions of not even managing. I just moved out here. I got out of a situation. Me and Ro reconnected just over texting and calling, and I saw he was like I hit him up because he had just dropped the Forgiven
was like
video,
this- yeah.
and I was like, bro, I'm mind blown that you got to this level. And he was like, that means
And
so
this is
much.
after years of
After
not talking.
years of not talking.
That's crazy.
Like not even on that. It was just like we didn't talk.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like a disconnect. And
Yeah.
and I hit him, and he was like, "Bro, you have no idea how much that means to hear from you."
Yeah.
Music
know?
fanboy, you know.
Yeah, and
It's
just like
thanks.
because we hadn't talked
Yeah.
in forever,
Facts.
and then it was like we started
How
talking.
long was that?
How long was the?
Did you guys not talking to each other?
He would have
years.
to know. Yeah, it's like
Three.
3, 4
Three.
years.
Holy shit! So like your
3-4
college,
years.
though, your whole
yeah,
college,
my whole
years.
actually
college
one
career,
too.
really.
I didn't
Yeah.
talk to either of them
No.
for years.
Oh,
Not
shit.
even
Yeah.
on like a yeah, fuck them. I'm not
No.
gonna talk. It was just
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
we
you just grow
didn't
apart.
talk.
Yeah,
you
for
grow
sure.
apart.
I mean, you know
Your
me and my
kids.
phone, bro. No
Yeah.
one's talking to me
Exactly.
no matter what.
It's so hard to get a
Thankfully,
hold of,
I live
bro.
down the hallway from this motherfucker now.
Bro,
For real.
Yeah.
the last week, I think I called him. He called me back. I called him, and then he texted me.
Yeah, but you're also the worst too, Wolf.
Wolf's worse than me, and you know who's worse than Wolf is Matt Johnson. This is literal. The
Shout
man who's
out
on his
Matt
phone right now
Johnson.
is the worst
The
at
worst.
being on his phone I've ever met.
He's a busy man though. Matt's
I know,
a busy
because
man.
he's successful, bro. This
Yes.
is what happens when you get
Yes.
successful. You
Yo,
sit back
say
and you
answer
let
the
the
phone.
text come
Yo.
through, and you pick and choose what you respond
If you,
to.
if
I
you,
feel gracious
I'm
when
fucking
Matt
with you,
texts
bro.
me back right away.
Me too.
I'm like, I'm
If
important.
if I get any
Matt.
response from Matt as an
I
artist,
made
I'm
it.
like, God damn, this is a good song. God damn, he has a vision. I'm like, thank God.
That's
Wow.
fucking hilarious.
yo, what's it called? My whole thing is if you need to speak to me and it's urgent, just give me a call or
Yeah,
FaceTime me.
FaceTime me.
I don't
bro.
call or FaceTime anybody. It's just not how I move. It's too
Unless
personal.
we drunk.
You don't do that?
Unless
It's
we
too
drunk,
personal.
we be FaceTiming people.
You don't FaceTime?
I mean, I'll only hit like a couple shorties, maybe,
oh,
or
nah,
like.
FaceTime is my go-to.
Yo,
No, I can't
Mm.
do that because I feel like it wastes in-person conversation. And as someone who's so
No.
present
No,
with
bro.
people, don't
Nah,
call me.
bro.
Don't talk to me on the phone. I'll see you
FaceTime.
when I see you. If we don't see each other, we're not meant to connect.
I feel that,
you,
but
FaceTime.
yeah,
I don't
because
FaceTime.
one of my homies
Well,
brought
he's
this
like,
up.
do
you
not
born?
disturb all the time.
What year are you born?
93.
Okay, well, I guess I
28.
don't know. I was gonna say you young as fuck for that.
Bro,
No,
when
no,
I
no.
tell
All these
you,
young kids
bro,
No,
FaceTime. Like, yo,
I
yeah, they
FaceTime.
sleep on FaceTime.
I faced,
But, like,
that's
kids-
different.
Nah, fuck
bro.
that shit.
Gen Z sits
Oh
on FaceTime.
man, but I used to be falling
Look,
asleep
bro,
on the phone
I'm
with
trying to
my
tell you.
girlfriends and shit.
I'm like,
you
leave
going to
me
bed?
alone. I'm
You
like, leave me
FaceTime,
alone.
bro.
Don't FaceTime me.
I
Don't
FaceTime.
call
You know
me.
I FaceTime.
I FaceTime
You know I
shorties.
FaceTime.
Oh,
I don't
what's
like
up?
calling. I don't like
What's up?
calling.
I don't
I'm
do
a
the phone.
FaceTime or texter.
Yep. I
And
don't
I
even
am
text. I
Yeah,
hate
you
text.
said you don't like text.
I hate
I
text.
rather
Yeah.
text. I rather text
Bro,
until it gets to like
it's so
importance.
time consuming,
And
bro.
I gotta
It's like
think. I'm just like, do I want to say this? Nah, I don't. When
It's
the
different.
phone, you can just you feel
It's
me.
different.
And you can feel me, bro. Like,
yeah, when you're on FaceTime, you can see people's genuine reaction to what
Texting,
you're saying.
texting, you can misread a text. Like,
Yeah.
I could say it joking or sarcasm, but you read it like, is this motherfucker mad at me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
nah, for real.
I feel
feel
like
that.
everybody that I'm willing to text should know me enough to know how to take my text as emotion. Like if I say
feel-
something, you should know how dry I am.
I already
motherfucker, and
read it. I already read it like how you would say it.
Yeah,
for sure.
like what's up?
Yeah. Yeah. No, he'll be like, all right, sounds good. Hope you fall down. I'm like, solid. Thank
Yeah,
you.
like hey, have a good day. Hope you fall down today at some point. It's healthy.
That's
you know?
crazy. See,
He
if it's
would tell you some
if
shit
it's
like that.
Absolutely.
I
it.
feel you. You know what I mean? Like if I'm talking to a shorty or something, I'm like, yeah, I feel you. And like she feels that on the text or on the FaceTime, but on text it's just like, I feel you.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
real
It can be,
black,
or
real
if you get
black.
like a K, sometimes.
K?
Like if I read a K, I'm like, K.
I ain't
If she
responding
don't
to that.
send
mad
a
at
KK,
me.
if she don't send two Ks, then I'm literally like, cool, bye.
Cool.
Yeah. If it's just
Like-
one capital K.
No,
Oh.
I'll literally. I'm thinking about it now. If
Yes,
if anybody
let's
hit
get
me and
into
they were
this.
like K, I would say, oh, cool.
I do that to fuck with
I
people
say
so
COO.
I would say OH cool dot. Like, oh, cool.
Yo,
Hit me later. I'll
this
fuck
is-
myself.
Wow.
Straight up though, if a girl hits me with a K, I'm like, oh.
I be doing that to
I
people
might-
to fuck with
I might
them,
send
yo.
her the
Really? Well, you
thumbs
fucked
up.
up, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You
Like
fucked
if
up.
the conversation's going nowhere, I'll just be
Emoji.
like, K.
Honestly,
Kill
if
the
she says
conversation.
K, just turn it to a green SMS. Turn the blue to a green.
He just
Send us text
Block her.
message.
Blocker.
Send us
Block
text
it.
message.
Send the block.
SMS.
If the expectation ain't set, she
got a
won't
green
forget.
bubble.
Okay.
She sent a K. She got a green bubble after.
No
Oh
caps.
man.
Oh,
no
man.
kizzy.
No kids.
Come on, we know what we do.
All right,
my God.
let's get back to the
I mean,
conversation.
just set
nah, I
expectations.
Oh,
There was nothing in that. There was nothing in this either.
You're good.
Let's get back to the conversation really quick.
hey, before y'all get
Yeah.
to this conversation, I can't lie. I'm gonna say this. So I go to Mama Shelter on Sunday, or was it Saturday? Saturday, right? Saturday brunch, right? Brandon's there. The go, right?
That's already trouble, but
Yeah.
continue.
The go, right? So we drink with a shorty, whatever. So we drink, eat, come back. The waiter's like, I don't know what this means, but no keezy. I was like,
What is no keezy?
No kids. He's
So
like
we say
no
no
cat.
kids.
All right, so
Means
Jordan
no
always
cap.
says no kizzy.
Yeah.
And it's like as no cap.
Oh, I wouldn't have got
so
it.
like Jordan wasn't my table, but I had my homeboy that was serving him, and I said, "Bro, I need you to do something for me," because he was like, "Yo, your boy wants to check. Is everything good?" I'm like, "Yeah. Drinks are on there. Cool." Oops.
Oh, come, Brandon.
Yeah,
what in
yeah,
the motherfucking incrimination center?
None of my managers even watch this show. Fuck you, Mama Shelter.
Damn.
But I was like, yo, when you drop this bill off though, can you do me a favor? He's like, yeah, what, bro? I'm like, just go. hey, no kizzy. And
He said no keys.
So he walked over and went, hey, man, I don't know what this means. No keezy.
He's like, no keys.
I would have walked out.
Me and the shorty start crying.
I would have busted up too.
And I grabbed homeboy. I'm like, did you say it? He's like, dog, they started laughing at me so hard. What does it mean? I'm like, bro, it just means no cap. He just says no kizzy.
No kizzy.
So is it K-I-Z-Z-Y?
No, it's
K-I-Z-Z-Y.
You turn it to a K.
No
Yeah.
kizzy.
No kids.
You got, bro, we gotta copyright that before something happens.
No kids, kizzy,
Yeah, y'all
all
run
that.
with that.
Hey man, I'm telling you.
Cap
But,
with a K.
No cap.
What Wolf was
I don't like
saying-
no
Kizzy,
cap.
though.
It's too young.
K-I-Z-Z-Y.
K-I-Z-Z-Y. Because
Okay.
cap.
He's
it's
actually-
not no cap.
he's
it's
actually
too
taking
young.
It's
it
not an
down
I-E
right now.
for sure.
Nah, no I.
Okay, cool.
Just I-Z-Z-Y.
No kizzy?
No
no
kizzy.
kizzy.
They
kizzy.
said it here. I'm not going to use it, but they
You're gonna
said
start
it.
saying
They
it.
copy. I'm not going to say
You're gonna
it.
start saying it.
Yeah.
You're gonna be
I
like,
started
no
saying
kizzy.
it.
I've even started to say
Yeah.
it.
No
you feel me?
kizzy.
Like I'm a
That-
trendy guy.
just
too.
because he adapted, I don't think I'm going to adapt.
So,
That's all I'm saying.
so Rowlan,
That's what I'm going to say. I've heard him to adapt to some crazy shit. I probably won't. But we'll try it, and I hope I do. Say no kizzy
No
with
kizzy.
K-I-Z-Z-Y.
no kizzy.
And if you hear me, I'm dropping and doing 50 push-ups on site.
I want to see it on your story. No kizzy.
You absolutely won't see that ever, for sure.
I
for
literally
sure.
posted it today. No kids.
I saw that.
He did. He
You'll
posted
never
it.
see that from me. He'll see. You'll probably see it from Brandon at some point.
I haven't done it yet.
No.
It's
I haven't
coming
put no
though. It's
kizzy.
coming. It's
Yeah.
early on in the
I'm
process
telling
for
you.
him.
It's early on in the
He's
race.
not that evolved in the kizzy
I'm
stage.
dead.
I'm just like taking the the
even,
wall of
but even in a
propellant.
sense, it was like a one-time meetup for me and Jordan to be like, yep, yeah, we're boys.
Yeah.
Like this person I fuck with.
bro, yeah.
Hey, I fuck
No
with
kizzy.
homie heavy. Doesn't mean I'm gonna say that word.
I'm saying
not-
no
kizzy.
kizzy.
man. No kizzy.
Yo,
Go ahead,
it's
Brandon.
tricky.
Drop it for the people.
No kizzy. Yeah, I
no-
fuck with it.
No kizzy. Me and Brandon met at the party. Now I'm here.
yeah.
Straight up.
I remember Brandon hits me up.
No kizzy. Right?
No kizzy.
Yeah.
Brandon hits me up. Yo, dude, went to a party yesterday,
He said the same thing to me. I think. Go
and he
ahead.
was just like, "Yo, this dude knows hip hop. I think we should bring
What
the
is
third
that
host."
noise?
It might be rubbing up against the
Headphones,
mic.
yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, I was just like, okay, cool. And he's like, yeah, he's gonna come next episode. He's just gonna sit in, whatever. I was like, all right, cool. And then yeah, it was just a vibe then. And fuck, now we have him here.
Now I'm here.
Now we're
Now
just talking
full-ass
mad
host.
shit all the time.
But honestly,
kizzy.
it was like speaking it into existence because it was like so. Again, Ro just brought up to me like just being self-aware about like what you're doing now, especially in 2021 and everything
Right.
that we've gone through. It was like I needed to. I'm so influenced and about and not represent, but show that I'm influenced by Black culture. So I'm doing a show about hip hop and music and Black culture, right?
You need
And-
a wolf and a him for sure.
Yes,
you do.
so it's
Thank you.
no.
Thank
And
you
it
for
wasn't
allowing
like
me to
I
be
went
part
out and he just brought up. He's like, bro, you should think about having like you need at least a Black voice on that show for real. And I'm like, yo, you're right for sure. So it wasn't like I went out and searched. It was like he says that to me
Next day, he
literally
comes
next
back to me
day.
and I'm-
I go to a party, meet you,
That's
and it
wild.
wasn't even like we just
Yeah,
kicked
we
a
just vibing.
conversation, bro. We were just vibing. And I literally said to you, I'm like, bro, would you think about doing a podcast? Because we met and we talked for 2 hours, bro.
Yeah.
Real
We talked
quick
for 2
introspective
hours.
that he doesn't have. When he said to me, I went to a party and found another host, I'm like, here we fucking go. He might crash himself. No. But I was for real. Like, damn, you got to pick carefully because the
Yeah.
energy you have on your podcast is very
huge.
It can be
and
detrimental.
that's why it was like this. It was like an instinct gut. I was like, no,
Yeah.
this is it. This was all meant to
Yeah,
happen.
facts.
Like we had that conversation. I meet him. I go, wait, this is way too crazy. I said, no kizzy.
No kizzy.
And then yeah, it like spoke it into existence. I mean,
Facts.
you vibe was heavy. I was like, all right, well, come check it out. You're like, this is dope. I'm
no
like, now
bullshit.
here we
He's
are,
exactly
bro.
the energy you need
We
for a
need it.
podcast. I
Yeah.
mean, honestly, Wolf too. To be honest,
Yeah.
not to take any away from this legend. This is the energy you need for a successful podcast. Is
Thank
people
you.
who are this openly
Well, and it's
subjective
perfect.
and
Yeah.
ready to throw whatever they feel
Exactly.
out. And honest is it's a really good.
And it's three different
transparent-
voices. We represent three different, what I
Not
mean,
even
kinds of
just
the world.
races, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it's a big thing now. It
I
is.
mean,
Facts.
aside,
It is.
we all grew up in different areas too. You know,
yeah, all different
Where are
areas.
you from, bro?
I'm from Ohio.
Yeah,
Ohio.
so
what
we got-
part?
Columbus.
Oh,
So
Columbus.
we got
Yeah,
we got
man.
Columbus, Ohio.
Wow,
we
wow.
got Cape Cod, Massachusetts.
Don't
Yeah.
say. I mean, I think people generalize when they say Cape Cod, so
I
we shouldn't
apologize.
probably structure that. I'm just saying. I think that
Okay.
should
We're
be
from
known.
Massachusetts.
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
and then, like,
Massachusetts.
it's not so. Massachusetts isn't like California, where in a sense you have fucking cities on cities on cities.
It's just-
Like Boston.
Cape Cod is a bunch of towns.
Yes, Boston.
Small towns.
Boston is the city of
Yeah.
Massachusetts. Like, if you're from Massachusetts, you represent Boston. In a
Got
way.
it.
No matter what part you're from, like, that's the city. Like, you're not saying Worcester, Springfield, even though, like, Joyner Lucas is from Worcester.
Yeah.
Like, Boston is the city.
Yeah.
It's not
Got
like
it.
there's a Sacramento and an LA.
And I
a
will
San
just say the
Diego.
label of Cape Cod has
Yeah.
an annotation around it. The Kennedys,
Yeah.
white people, vacation land. And I think that should just be depicted a little bit to the reality of just what the locals live.
Yeah.
You know, what it's
Got
actually
it.
like to live there.
Makes
what it's
sense.
actually to,
It's
to be a
different, which
local.
and we should touch base on it. It's like because we're both white men, right? But
Yeah.
it doesn't. It like sure at that point there is that privilege of being a white man for sure, but being on Cape, a lot of people have a stigma. Like when I say it, they go, "Oh, you got money," and it's quite the opposite. It's
Yeah.
not how either of us grew up. My mom worked fucking 3 jobs and got me to a point and a family to the point. You know, she raised me and my brother.
Yeah.
Pretty much by herself. I have a stepdad, but like Pam, shout out Pam. Like it's like in Roe comes from that background too, and it's like a lot of people. That's why we don't say it because they get a taste in their mouth already, and I'm already feeling judged because of where I'm saying I'm from. When
Got
it's
it.
quite the opposite.
Got
It's
it.
the people that are from there live quite differently than the people that travel there.
You know what's crazy?
It's a
I-
travel
sounds
place.
like LA.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I was actually
Exactly.
gonna say exactly like the locals from LA who people travel in and see this dreamland of opportunity and like growth that could happen when motherfuckers in LA are like there's shit that's actually
Exactly.
real life, just real life.
And it's like
that's all.
anywhere. Don't get us wrong. Like I have friends that grew up very comfy and have had it the whole
Facts.
time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like that's not just because you're from a place doesn't mean that
That's your stereotype.
signifies
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a stereotype. Yeah,
Yeah,
no
I
way.
just thought as Wolf, as you, someone this close to our life in the podcast, if
Yeah.
we can interrupt anyway and just like, just kind of broaden the statement of
Yeah.
we're from small towns on a place.
Yeah.
We're absolutely from Cape Cod. However,
Yeah.
it's just a stigma around Cape. I don't want the people watching this to think that I don't want that stigma of Cape Cod to come off. And
That's
I want
like-
that to be corrected if we can do it anywhere.
Yeah.
Our first podcast episode is a great place to do it. I
that's
think.
like
Yeah,
I guess
100%.
I guess that you would say that's the equivalent of me saying like, oh, I'm from Los Angeles when I'm
Facts.
really from a suburb
Whittier. Yeah,
of Los
right.
Angeles. So it's like,
yeah.
Right.
But in
There's
a
the
sense,
same exact
yeah,
thing. Yeah.
exactly. No, literally, like if I met like a motherfucker from Dorchester or Roxbury and I'm claiming I'm from Boston, like they would press me about it.
Yeah.
They're like, no, bro, you're from Cape. It's not the same thing. But when you're
Facts.
out here, people don't really know where I say I'm from, and then also
Yeah.
they either have like a
And in defense to that, when I
Yeah.
moved out to LA, I actually thought when I was moving to Long Beach, when I was moving to my house in Long Beach, I thought that was LA. And given that is LA in perspective, it's like the actual proximity of
Yeah.
what LA is. It's
Yeah.
not LA, but same proximity of Cape. So I just wanted
Got
to
it.
clarify that.
shit. When
for
I moved
everybody.
out here, I thought I was moving to LA.
I mean,
I
the
literally-
Valley says we can actually
yeah.
in the
It's-
Valley
it's
we
the
can
Valley
actually
is like-
type in Los Angeles
It's
as
Los
the
Angeles
Google
County.
thing, and
It's LA
it
County.
actually comes
No,
up.
no,
Like
no,
we don't
it's
have
in-
to type in the city.
We
We
lived
can
in
type in Los
Canoga
Angeles.
Park.
no, but it still comes up
That's
as Los
fire.
Angeles.
Los
Yeah.
Angeles. If we
Yeah.
type in our full address, it also comes up as Los
It's
Angeles.
the 818, man.
Yeah.
That was one of like the original
Facts.
like area codes
Facts.
in LA.
Like that's how it happened. Like back
Yeah.
to the story real quick. It was like
Good loop around.
we
Nice.
gained we gained contact again. I was literally mind blown.
Yeah.
He had a show coming up back home. I went to it. We connected again, which is so crazy. I mean, that's another story. Your dad was at that show.
Yeah, that was wild.
Wild for the
Whoa.
both of us. It was
Yeah, that
literally,
was
and like
wild.
I think that
He
was
was
that,
crying in the back. That was wild.
I
Whoa.
think that was the moment for us because like not a lot of people there knew the significance of that other than me.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like a moment where we hadn't talked in a minute.
Yeah.
I go to the show, his dad there, and I'm the only one being like, bro, I can't believe your dad's here.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
I didn't
It
even know you had the
realized-
perspective of
It
real
just
life.
realized
Yeah,
of
it was
like
a
how
deep-
close our relationship
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
You know? We
'Cause you were the
even
one who
made a
was-
song about our dads.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
But
Our first ever song that was trash was about fathers. It was called Fathers.
Yeah.
Featuring Dhue.
Oh,
I'm
damn.
deep,
Wow. That's
boy.
a good memory.
Dhue. I still have the files.
oh my God.
That's crazy.
But yeah, so it was like, so that happened. And then I really was in a place of not knowing what the fuck, who I was, what I wanted to do, where I was going. And it just felt right. And so I literally packed my car up, sent boxes, and drove out here. And
Damn.
You
moved
drove?
in. Yeah, I did a 2-week road trip with it was like I made a thing of it though.
Yeah, that's what everybody
But
does.
my car
I
was
didn't.
packed.
I didn't.
I feel
Yeah,
it.
no,
So-
this motherfucker just got here.
So
but-
that was what I was going to ask you. Like, what kind of sparked that moment where you were like, yo, I'm going across the country and I'm living in Los Angeles?
I mean, I moved off of Cape when I was 19, I think, and I moved to like a bad part, like a kind of a bad part. It was like Brockton, East Brockton. It was this place called Whitman, and I was working at Apple at the time, actually where I met Matt Johnson and a lot of my early music connections. And yeah, I was working with him, and then I was just like, I gotta make I made this move off Cape, and then I moved there, and then I moved to one other place, and that was where was it? Taunton. I moved to Taunton, Massachusetts.
I remember when you.
It was very well priced.
That's when you got Layla.
Yeah, that's when I got Layla. It was very well priced, like super cheap, $6.95 for my apartment.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like a little attic ass spot with me and my girl. But regardless, then I was like, okay, it's time. And I was just like, I need a shift in culture. I was just like, I want to take this music serious. I was working at Verizon at the time, and I checked in with Verizon. The Verizon I was working at, Diamond Wireless. It was like a third party retailer of Verizon. And they transferred me. They had a location in the Cerritos Mall where I met Caesar. But
you met his boy.
I met
Cisco.
Yes, Cisco. They introduced me to Caesar.
Crazy.
But yeah, so I was working in Cerritos. They transferred me out to Cerritos. And I was killing it with my phone sales, and I was just like, honestly, the thought behind it, I was just like, I need to be in a bigger pond. I climbed to the top of where I was from, and I'm just like, I need the culture shifting. When I moved here, buzzed head, met Tori right off the bat, buzzed head, Tori. No fucking style, nothing. And then I started working in LA, and it just kind of taught me. It kind of morphed me into who I was. But I was just like, I need a bigger pond. I was just like, that's kind of what inspired. And I was like, if nothing else, I have nothing back home. Why not just test myself? Worst case, I can always move back and get a basic ass job. Like, let's just push the limit and move out to a new place. And I was just like, the connection. I honestly thought moving to LA though, I was going to meet the right person who was going to plug me to the right thing. None of that has been that. It's been me building blocks since. And I think a lot of people should realize that's what moving to LA will be. Is 100%. Don't expect to move out here in an opportunity. Build yourself as a business and build yourself for the long game, no matter how successful you
I think you should get into that too, because I think honestly, one of the most intelligent motherfuckers on doing that is you. And also like creating a craft and shifting yourself and sculpting yourself to this very point that we're at now. Like, it's a lot of fucking work.
So let me just piggyback off that. I mean, I think
we might need to take a shot to that, but continue.
Yeah,
no, we can.
No, we can.
For sure.
Jordan's like,
I need to feel.
Oh yeah, this man has nothing.
Still got something.
I've been
in here.
dry for years.
There you go.
You want me to get that?
You hit me, bro?
But yeah, knowing you for 4 to 5 years now, like, you're so meticulous about how you want things.
Meticulous as fuck.
Yeah, like
sure.
You are a perfectionist of how you want things to be done. And it's crazy because I feel like as an artist or anyone trying to come up, you need to pay attention to those small details, because I think those small details at the end of the day will pay off. They're part of your image, and as an artist, you have an image that you have to portray. So
100%.
That whenever I talk to you, you're just like the smallest detail, and I'm like, this motherfucker literally thought about this smallest detail.
He's built himself to this point.
Which I feel like the details are now just autopilot, to be honest.
Yeah,
for real. And I'll take this one.
I mean, it's like when you're engineering a product, right? I'm assuming an engineer just goes through A through Z of how this product is going to work, and it's going to work well. So it's like, I feel like you do that.
On a very subconscious level, I think everything is automatic. Now that doing it so long, I feel like even when I'm in the creation of a song, everything is already titled. I'm already thinking about the song title, the TikTok, and that's just subconscious thinking. I'm like, when we're creating a song, okay, is this beat even worth anything? Is this gonna do anything for any market? After that, I'm like, cool. Then this is subconscious thinking, but I'm like, after that, I'm like, cool. If we write to this, how successful will it be? Will there be a catchy hook? Will the hook do anything? Just because I've put out so many products that I throw against the wall and they don't stick, I'm just like, I realize what will and won't work. And I think that tenor and that longevity of my quality has really just made it so that I focus on only the meticulous details, and it's on a subconscious level of now I just work, and the meticulous things work themselves out. I'm very picky about myself. My breath's wrong on one take, I'm going to do it from the very top and get it fully through to the bottom. bottom. So I think it's just an automatic reaction of me doing everything myself and me knowing how the back end of things work and knowing somebody might have to deal with this unmeticulous detail that someone didn't pay attention to. So let me just make sure that that's correct from the very jump. You know, just let's lay a really good foundation over everything. And that's the way my brand kind of works. You know, it's just like, let's
and
lay
that's
foundation.
even why you've learned everything you've learned, because no one works and moves like you. I feel like, bro, now you produce. Like, this motherfucker produces now. I'm mind blown by the beats he produces. He can mix himself. It's like, it's in a way, and it's like and I know, like, now you might not agree with it, but you took that Russ mentality of just like taking on your own self and being
100%
like, I'm
the
gonna
Russ
learn
mentality.
because like when I moved out here, even the growth from there, it's like it's just been crazy, bro. Like, it's really nuts. And the whole time about it too is like, since I moved out here and fell into the managing role and all that, it's like anyone that ever sees us or posts, they literally always go like, bro, no one moves like you two. And it's like, and we be thinking we don't move enough. And people are like,
I absolutely don't move enough, for
I'm
sure.
saying, but it's like crazy how it, I don't know, sometimes you just need to hear it. Because sometimes like I'll be thinking like, I'm not doing enough, I'm not doing enough, I'm not doing enough. And then people are like, bro, you guys fucking all the time. I'm like, how do you guys do it? Like, what's the secret? I'm like, secret.
Not for real.
I was just literally
doing what I
getting
gotta
on
do.
myself about how I'm not doing enough. Like, you know, it's just different. And like, sometimes it just takes that magic and that connection too. It's like, not a lot of like manager artists really have that role of like, yeah, he trusts in me, and I'm one of the few people this motherfucker trusts. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I think in that is also a big thing of accountability. I'm ready to hold my manager as a personal friend, someone I've known since high school, super accountable. We had a huge sit down. I'm like, yo, Brandon, you need to do that. Like, that makes for such a pure connection in the music and in the industry. I mean, I'm pretty open with fucking everybody, but like Brandon specifically, I'm like, Brandon, what are you like? I'm
but you
like,
also know you also know I can take that
for sure.
conversation.
And I think that's accountability.
And execute, because you were like, since that conversation, bro, you've been snapping.
Yes,
like
you have snapped since I had that. 100%.
He told me that too. He was like, yo, Brandon,
but I also think people need, I'm gonna give you shit when you're fucking up, but I'm gonna give you all the praise in the world when you're working.
I always bring up this sports analogy, is that when championship teams win, it's because they hold people accountable and they're constantly communicating, right? So it's like, you have to hold people accountable. And if you can't hold someone accountable, what's the point, right? You can't call someone out on their shit and they're gonna be hurt about it.
I think working in so many day jobs really helped me do this. Like working at Apple and working at Verizon, I really know how to hold a motherfucker accountable and also praise when they're doing little things. But I also have, since he's my friend, my gratitude's on 1,000 for any little thing he does for me. I'm like literally ready to praise him for any bad. And I also, anybody in my life directly, I'm like, yo, give me feedback. I honestly go to everyone in my life and I'm like, yo, tell me how to be a better person to you. How can I make your job easier? How can I be a better human to you?
We almost do like monthly check-ins in a way.
For sure.
Honestly.
Oh,
for sure.
We really do. We almost,
I'm just,
not like tapped in, like ticking, like, oh, it's time for monthly check-in. Like, it just happens. It just happens.
Routine.
Like, hey, yo, you need me to do anything better? How am I doing? Like this and that, you know? And it's,
I just like to check in. I think we should always be on a level of communication and what can I do better for you as the quote unquote business owner per se, you know, like as Rowlan the brand, I'm like, how can I make anybody who's supporting my journey's life easier? Because I do have time and attention to delegate things, and I do have the room to be able to improve myself. So like, I think that's
I already
important.
know what you about to touch on.
You said delegating.
Yep,
we
I already knew that's what you was about to say.
We were talking about this on the phone the other day. So kind of going back to what Brandon was saying about, you took this kind of Russ mentality where, you know, you wanted to do everything on your own. You want to make your own beats.
A little damaging. I'll touch on it.
So, at what point did you learn that's like the boss shit to do, or the most efficient thing to do is to start delegating a lot of these tasks to other people?
So the flipping point for me was when I started directing my own visuals. Shout out to Eric, shout out to Matt, because I was shooting a visual and I've always come to Matt with very unready and Eric with very unready visuals. It's been very run and gun. When I realized the in-depthness that has to come together when being the videographer that's going to have to piece everything together, I think it made me look at things more thorough, and honestly has forced me into a stress point of being like, yo, you know what? I don't give a fuck about the mix of this. Let me delegate this, and I can give my notes. Let me leave it to the professional of this, and I can tell them my notes and tell them how I'm feeling about shit, etc.
Which in a sense was like you had to work to that point. I feel like
it has taken major growth. I had to unlearn that Russ mentality, to be honest. And I want to say this for any artists coming up that because I know a couple personally that are affected by this of like, I want to do everything myself. I want full ownership. I want this. What you need to understand is ownership of zero is a lot less than ownership of something.
But the thing
that
is, you
works
can still
with other
work
people
at that, but don't turn down the opportunity. It's all about like even everything we did with Duke, bro. It's just like we've bumped into people by walking into the session, seeing you, hear Duke going, yo, listen to this, and them going, wow, you're dope. Like that's what it takes in this shit, and that's like that's at least. And like we even talked about it, like when we had that conversation, it was like he was almost in that like bro. When I moved into Canoga, it was like he's just in his room by himself every day. And I was like, this is dope. You're dope, but
kind of still is that. But there's times where I step out.
But that's my point. It's like you still do that, but the times where we can go and do it, don't be opposed to it. Accept the opportunity.
And then one of the things that him and I were talking about the other day was like, you know, him doing all those things, now he has the ability to guide whoever he's delegating these things to.
Yes.
Because now they can kind of speak the same language,
exactly.
right?
I can speak the same language with every person who's a part of any creation that I do, which is super dope. If I'm going to release a product, whether it's from the apparel side, whether it's the album art side, whether it's the mix, whether it's a visual, whether it's the fucking camera quality, whether it's like every single piece
you have people now.
I'm glad that I did learn the back Russ mentality, do it all yourself, but like I understand now how unhealthy and how pressing of a thing it can be,
even on your
for
mental.
the creative mind who's supposed to be focused on one task.
Exactly.
Not saying everyone can't do that, but I'm just saying the unhealthy. I think that the status quo should get switched back to like you have people. You have people who do their tasks. And for me and my loyalty base, it's all comes down to like, we can feed the family off of this one thing and I'll also have stress relieved. So let's like, cross network. Let's build with the family. Let's feed everybody. Let's just work. But
it's even
build.
crazy because for me, when I moved out here, I feel like I was the first one to like kind of like break that barrier of being like, yo, I can give this motherfucker shit to do. Yeah, like I like saw you realize that and me want that because
give shit to do in terms of what?
Just in a sense, because like when I moved out here, we even had that discussion when I first moved out here. You was like, "What's the
delegation?"
point of this motherfucker doing
for
here?
sure. The first,
and then finally, like I figured it out, and
it
like,
was more of a trust thing.
myself.
To be honest, it was more of a trust thing. It was more of like a when do I feel comfortable delegating this brand that I've built for 6 years? When do I feel comfortable delegating every single email without looking at it to Brandon? And that's when I'm like, you know what, Brandon's really good with people. He has a college degree. Let's move with this motherfucker. Worst case scenario, we cancel this. I have no problem being transparent.
Exactly.
So I was just like, let's try this shit, and that's how we built it. And now look at the relationship. You know?
I mean, like
why are y'all laughing? Did I say something?
No, you just say he has a college degree.
Yeah, I was that absolutely plays a degree as a manager. Yeah, if I can say my motherfucking dude, he has a degree in business, it's just a cool little extra for a manager.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and it shows his completion and execution on things. To me,
that's
personally.
the thing.
I give you that.
That's the thing about college is like,
fuck
college.
Fuck
no, exactly.
I graduated.
You don't got to tell me.
I graduated though.
I agree, but it
fuck
shows
your college too.
It shows a sense of execution.
It does show execution.
And I made sure I graduated in 4 years. They were telling me to be like, no, do this, extend. They just wanted more money out of me. I said, no, I'll take 6 courses in a year. I'll take a winter class and a summer class, and I'll make sure I'm done with y'all in 4 years. It's like, so.
It's definitely a level of
college
execution.
shows a level of execution.
I never branded his intelligence off of college. Let's make that very clear to you college going motherfuckers. I did not hire him because of your intelligence of going to college. I promise you.
College does not mean...
Wait, you graduated? You too? Okay.
College does not mean you have
Be part of the team.
knowledge. College does not mean you have knowledge.
Means you can memorize shit.
Hey, we drank at my college 4 days
exactly.
a week.
Exactly.
I didn't take a drink till I was 25, and I didn't go to college.
I was there that day.
I was drinking
that drink
every day.
Bro, there was this little small library next to like the dorm rooms that I lived in, and people had parties in this library after 2 a.m. because campus security wasn't available after 2 a.m. So aside from that, you could play music in there, and all the books would they would be like they would
That's
block all the
crazy.
noise. So
Wow.
yeah,
It's crazy.
dudes would be in there with like their DJ
Yeah,
controller
people
setups.
live. People be. Yeah.
College was the
I was there,
experience.
bro.
I moved to college to get the experience, not the books.
Not for
or whatever.
60K.
Yo,
I didn't do it for 60K.
yo, man.
Mine was 60K.
Yo, you know,
Haven't paid a loan yet.
Damn. Mine was 25.
Wow.
Wow,
Shout out Massachusetts. In state hooks you
I
up.
was in state too.
bro, in state
Wow.
here
Well,
be
Massachusetts
fucking you
be-
too.
Shout out Mass.
Wait, 25 for all 4
UMass
years?
Dartmouth. Yeah, bro. Don't worry about me, bro.
What school did you go to?
UMass Dartmouth.
Bruh.
wild.
My shit was in state and when we stayed in the dorms,
Shout
it was
out
20
UMD.
grand. 20 grand. a year.
Bro.
Bro, that's nuts.
And
So,
then-
you
okay.
want to know what's crazy? Actually, to touch base, and we're gonna move away from it very quickly, but it's just crazy because I
Talk to
feel
me.
like every time people ask me, I went like in my class when the Boston bombing happened. Jahar, the young kid,
Went to UMass.
He went to UMass. He
Oh,
was in.
shit.
He sold me weed.
Oh shit.
Did he have a gas?
He lived above me.
Did he have the gas?
He had the gas. He was the weed.
Of course
kid,
he had
bro.
the
That's
gas.
the wrong
He was the
question to
weed
ask.
kid, bro. It's nuts. It's nuts. Think about that,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Like when that shit all unfolded, we were all chilling in like the dorm and like watching the news and shit break out and being like, "This is wild, holy shit!
then his
Who
picture
would do
comes
this?"
up.
Da 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 da. And his picture popped up, and all of us went
What the fuck?
The plug.
literally like
more
and
tree.
I forget who it was. I really can't remember.
Wow,
but
that's wild.
One of my boys went, "Bro, that looks like Jahar," and then someone went, "Yeah, because that's Jahar."
Damn.
And like it was just like one of those like
That's
what?
wild.
Like imagine that, bro. Imagine that.
Yo,
Even me and my shout out to Connor Darcy. Like we were in a class with him. We have
so
like
much for weed dealers are innocent.
bro.
This motherfucker.
We have a paper with his name on it. Like we had like a introduction class that was like, oh, grab 4 people
Yeah,
and
bro.
answer these questions. Like motherfucker's name's on that paper somewhere, bro. Like with our names. Like
That's wild.
it's just mind blowing. And like thank fucking God, his brother wasn't like, let's attack your school. Like I lived in that building, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, and it really sucks. But like,
Yeah,
it's just one of those crazy fucking things. Like it was, bro. I had SWAT team bust. I was selling weed at the time too. I was selling
Boy
weed,
had to
like
zip.
bro, like 2 ounces, nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Like I heard a do. Me and my roommate jumped out of bed, went 8 in the morning. Like, did you do something? I'm like, no. They go. Everyone needs to evacuate. This is the police. And I go, what the fuck? I literally throw on my clothes. They're like, you can just take whatever belongings you need and go. Like, they didn't even give us time. So I left. I had a whole little safe with all my weed.
Takes his 2
Bro,
dime
like,
bags and
literally-
goes.
No, literally, if they took my one safe and busted it open, they would have been like, this dumb motherfucker. It had my weed, my scale, my money. It was literally like,
All in
I'm
one.
selling weed.
Jail.
Like, all in one. You're
Yeah,
kicked
at
out
a
of
state school.
Jail.
Sorry,
At a state
Pam.
school.
Sorry, Pam. Shout out Pam.
Did Pam
But I
know
about
had
this?
to. I had to. Pam doesn't know about this.
Oh,
but
shit.
yeah, I was selling
Rude
weed.
awakening.
But bro, it was just nuts to have that feeling, bro.
I bet.
You know
That's
what I
wild,
mean,
bro.
It
It
was
sucks
crazy.
too that you lost your plug with the gas.
Yeah, facts.
It wasn't really
He
my
moved to
plug.
LA.
I had
Yo,
homies.
he got
I had-
plenty of plugs.
I had
Yeah.
homies that hit him up a lot for weed because at that
Gotcha.
time I started being like, oh, okay, I'm gonna sell bud.
Yeah, you
you
might as
know
well.
what I mean? So it was like like I said, I met him on a few occasions. I didn't even like really know the motherfucker.
Gotcha.
But it was just like to see it, like I recognized the face and to see it.
Yeah,
It was just
yeah.
a crazy time, bro.
For
That's
sure.
crazy.
You know? It was nuts.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. That would have fucked me up.
That would have fucked me up too.
Yeah, that'd
Like,
fuck
I just had to drop that real quick.
it's all good.
Man, nah,
I just
feel
had to
bad
drop that
because
real quick because it was a
that's-
time.
I don't
Yeah,
know if
that's,
we've continued on the story of everything. What's the
It will-
broad story that you were getting to the tip of?
Oh
It-
no,
it
no,
was
no,
college.
we did. We
Oh,
did.
that was
just talking
college.
about
That was college.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
no, and we
Making
took
sure
the-
we wrapped up.
We wrapped up on like the story of how we got here and like how I fell into the manager role. Really, it wasn't like it was more of like a you trusted me and we reconnected.
Yeah, you were actually the first person that I trusted to delegate tasks to.
yeah.
Given with Wolf not Wolf with Caesar with mixing with Wolf
Caesar,
with
yeah.
the merchandise and with Matt with the video shit early on. Like outside of that, that's pretty much the first delegating that I did.
And just different because we lived together.
Yeah.
So it's and you
For
even
sure.
said you were like me coming in. You were like you were the only motherfucker I knew that I could live with for
Yeah,
sure.
for
You're like,
sure.
you know what I mean? It's
For
like
sure.
and that's even different.
Yeah,
in a
that's
sense.
cleanliness.
That's a
I'm an
big time.
OCD motherfucker,
It's
so
just
he's just a
different.
clean individual. So
Yeah.
I'm like, hey,
it's just a
we could live
it's
together.
a different
Yeah.
and it's a different thing when you not only work with, invested in, or whatever. It's like you also live together. It's on a whole different realm. It's like I know how this motherfucker operates 24/7.
Yeah.
He knows how I operate 24/7. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like it's different.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what it takes though. Honestly, like I feel like we were kind of talking about it briefly about like, because like I said, I respected how you've literally built your motherfucking self to this point.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But like that's a huge thing, and who you select and building with. Like fuck the manager that comes in all hungo saying he can do this and that for you. The motherfucker that knows how you live, how you operate, how you like, you know what I
How you
mean?
feel.
Anything, how you
I
feel.
feel
Like it's that is way more significant in delegating tasks to. And if you can get that person to delegate tasks to, if you have that person,
Facts.
you got to do it, because
Right.
it's that's going to be
A
different.
lot of people
all the
can't
time.
trust their managers, and that's one thing
But
that I don't have an issue
But
with.
see, that's the thing.
Exactly.
I feel like that's unique to hip hop is people always
That
say
is
like
unique to hip hop for sure.
The thing I always hear is like, oh, like hip hop artists always
rather get that 15% to people I fuck with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like
Shout out
and-
Drake.
Yeah, and it's so
Boy
true
loves some
because
I feel like Drake's at
squeezed
such
that-
a
he
legendary
squeezed it in.
level. You didn't even have to say shout out to Drake.
Yo.
Everyone would have known that line.
Jordan, can we have an episode where Brandon doesn't mention
Literally
Drake?
talks about Drake the whole time. It's like
I'm the
He
Drake
slipped- he
guy.
slipped
We
it
didn't
in,
need
too.
that shout out. We all knew Drake said
Nobody
that.
is owned being the Drake guy. I'm the Drake guy.
He
Yeah.
slipped in like
shout, out
to
fucking
Drake.
Drake.
Yeah, shout out to Drake.
Like he wasn't there.
The
Yeah,
goat.
yeah.
Drake.
He's the goat. He's been the goat for me since I was fucking 14, literally.
So what was the first Drake song you heard? That put you on.
Huh?
That put you on.
I'm so fly.
Really?
Or
Damn.
I'm still fly.
I'm not gonna lie. I think the first song I heard was like best I ever had.
I'm still fly.
Oh wow!
Yours?
I'm a
What
lead
about
with
you,
that
bro?
note. I'm just kidding.
What about you?
Best ever. I was good friends with him. He was early on Drake shit. I knew Drake early.
Yeah. I
November
tapped in with
18.
Drake like literally when he dropped Room for
I'm
Improvement.
still fly. Room for improvement. I was on that stuff, but only through this man. But I fucked with it heavy.
No,
Like
Thought
I
that
said,
was
remember
like-
that one episode I was like, I literally think I made Drake discovered on Cape. Just facts.
Probably.
Interesting.
For sure
Literally.
did.
I like that.
Because when I find something I'm passionate about, I'm yelling
Ransom
to
money.
the world.
Ransom money. Remember
Yeah,
that?
this
shit?
motherfucker rapped it to the producer of it at a club.
Boy
oh
Wonder.
shit, that's
Boy Wonder,
right.
that-
yeah,
these
I
motherfuckers.
was.
Remember, he was like,
These
yo,
motherfuckers.
he
I wasn't
FaceTimed
present
him.
for this, mind you. I was in the bathroom. I found out
Boy
that
Wonder.
he rapped for him.
Shout
after.
out Boy Wonder.
Yeah.
No, I just hit him. I was like, yo, Boy Wonder, it's really crazy for me to meet you right now. He's like,
I
why?
remember this
And I was like,
shit.
dog, like, I'm a major Drake fan. And then, like, also, I've been fucking with you and I know you since Ransom Money. And he looked at me. and
When he
went-
said ransom money, he was just
went,
like,
he literally went, what the fuck? I was like, bro, I could rap the verse right now. He's like, do it. And I did it. And he was like, dap me up.
I come out of the bathroom. My manager and my other
FaceTime
manager are
Drake.
rapping in front of Boy. Yeah, I'm like,
I
what?
wasn't
He
rapping.
FaceTime Drake. I FaceTime with Drake.
That boy.
Come on
He'll
now.
never forget it.
yeah,
Yeah,
no.
That
I'll
boy
never
was
forget it.
moist as a motherfucker out that night.
Honestly,
Hey,
like
That
kind
boy
of
was
I
moist.
own it. At least I own it.
Like,
I ain't scared of
Moist
it.
towelette, like.
looking back at that
I own
moment, like, you know, at that point I was just like, oh, I met Boy Wonder, right? Cool. But then, like, I guess now him mentioning it's like Boy Wonder,
Boy
like,
Wonder, bro.
makes
Boy Wonder
hits.
makes bangers.
Hits.
That's how I felt when I met
Bangers.
Murder Beats.
Damn,
Oh,
Murder
that was
Beats
cold
is
white
crazy.
boy.
At the club randomly. I could show you a picture.
Fire.
I was so fucked up.
That's the
I'm like-
beauty of
I'm
LA,
like,
honestly.
Murder beat, bro. You're murdered. I was like, we got to get a flick. I was drunk as hell. I would usually never do that shit. Boy,
That's
got that
crazy.
Shit. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. Like when you look at producers, producers are
I
very,
like
very
meeting producers more than artists.
Dude,
because
producers
they
are
cool.
mad underrated because
Yeah,
they give
because
you the
they can
foundation.
pop out and like if you recognize them, they're like, oh, you know your shit.
Yeah, you know your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck with you. They be your
Facts.
friend.
But
type
it's
shit.
like they're just mad
Facts.
underrated because
No
man,
kidding.
like
They almost make like if you're that producer, if
Yeah.
you're that good of a producer, you're pretty much sculpting the record.
yeah, facts, bro.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
For sure.
One of the other days we were talking about like the best, our favorite producer or whatever, like Pharrell, you know, just
Kanye.
Blaze, Timbaland,
Yep.
Kanye,
Boy
Dr.
Wonder.
Dre,
Why did I not
Boy
say Boy
Wonder,
Wonder?
40, shit
I
like
don't know.
that.
I think sometimes when you hit the question, I go, like almost have
Yeah.
like a spaz moment,
Fact.
and I'm
I
like,
mean-
I can't think of anything. And then after the question, I'm like, fuck.
But yeah,
I should've
like-
said
Right.
so and so.
Going back to like being a team or whatever, but finding that producer to be the guy that knows your sound and stuff like
Yeah.
is super, super important too.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you could be like, yo, I'm trying to go for this vibe, this vibe, this vibe. All right, cool. you know?
Yeah,
This,
I feel like having that component of the puzzle would have been a crucial thing to my success. Like having someone who could craft actively the sound and had the mentality to actually full on dive in on that. Like my thing is to make sure Rowlan finds a sound. I think that would have been super.
I mean, only one to do that with us was Duke. Duke really.
Nah, Caesar before Duke.
Well,
way before Duke.
no,
me and Caesar produced.
Yeah,
While I was working at Verizon, me and Caesar
Facts.
produced like 40, 50 songs together.
Yeah,
Wolf
Caesar
produced
was-
a couple beats.
I know.
He was
Hit
throwing
the
in the
lights,
production.
baby. I still say it's one of my favorite
Damn,
records, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so like I had those people building my sound before that, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I had my homie Chris on the East Coast. He
Yeah,
at least
Chris.
helped me. He at least helped me with the mixing. And Jay from fucking Apple, we used to work with this dude named Jay. He helped me mixing early and kind of helped me find my sound, etc.
Yeah.
But that's it, pretty much. Like that's
I was
what
just
it's
speaking
been.
on West Coast vibes since I've been out
Yeah.
here. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh,
because
yeah.
when I first moved out here, it was Caesar. And shout out Caesar, man, for real.
Caesar's
Like,
been with us
Caesar-
a long time.
Caesar
too.
needs love.
Caesar plugged me into
For
this
real.
motherfucker. That's
Yeah.
the only
I'm saying,
reason
like,
that this is
it's-
all a
it's
thing.
so crazy.
Because of Caesar, because of fucking homie who I
How it
met at
all works.
Verizon.
It's nuts. It's nuts how it all
Everything
works.
happened
Think
for a
about this.
reason.
Think about this right now, right? So it's like I met Ro when I was 14 in high school. Relationship branches off. He meets Matt Johnson because he works at Apple.
Yeah.
Go on forward. Now we're all in California. He knows Caesar because he's doing whatever with Caesar. He's like finally investing in someone, like producing, mixing. Cool. I'm finally working with someone. Caesar introduces him to Wolf.
Now we're
Yeah.
here.
And we're all in the same room
Yeah.
right now.
It's just crazy. That's
Hey,
life,
No
dog.
kid.
Go ahead and
Hey,
go ahead. And
you met
quote
him
it.
at a party, bro.
Kizzy, bro.
Yeah, that's
I'm
crazy.
the random
You
guy. And I meet you at a party. No, you ain't the
I'm just
random guy.
playing.
Now,
Playing.
now you part of the fucking
I actually
family,
don't.
bro.
I
Started
mean,
from
I
the
hate to
bottom.
be this guy of the mood, but I actually don't feel like it's that crazy. I actually just
That's
feel like it's plug,
crazy.
plug, plug,
Started
plug.
from the bottom.
No,
now
I
we're
feel
here.
like it's just people plugging resources in. Like
Yeah.
Matt, I know is the best videographer I've ever met. See, he's a fucking Wolf is the hip hop god, and you knew
Wow.
you met him at a party. Who know?
Hold on.
I mean,
No,
that's
no.
he is the hip hop god. That's all he cares.
No,
That's
no. Don't. No, I'm not.
Yo,
giving
he's
you
a
that.
DJ.
I'm not
He's a
giving you
DJ
that.
by
I'm
art.
not
He actually
giving
knows
you
hip-hop.
that. I'm looking directly in the camera. I am not giving Wolf the hip hop god title.
One
He
day,
is.
Jordan,
No.
He is.
you're gonna be responsible for like a hip hop trivia where Brandon and
He's
I
a
go
hip-hop
at it.
god.
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
here for
we
it.
gotta do
I
that
will
one
host it.
episode though.
Yeah,
for
that'd be
real,
good.
Yo,
man.
if I'm comparing the knowledge outside of you knowing like classic rock and shit, hip hop god, no doubt, he's a DJ, Brandon.
Yeah, no, I
a
know,
DJ.
but I ain't giving him that because he's gonna.
He knows
fucking-
transitions
I'm
from
not even
hip
gonna
hop
lie.
artists. He
Yeah.
knows BPMs and weird shit that no one needs to
No,
know
he does.
about.
He does.
I'm not gonna.
He
I'm not gonna lie.
he travels
He
with a
does.
speaker.
He
His
does.
weird ass. This
I do?
motherfucker, yeah.
Oh,
Wolf,
yeah.
you got your actual setup.
Oh, yeah,
bro.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
a
Straight up, the day I
hip-hop.
get married, you're DJing my wedding.
I don't
wanna
wanna DJ.
Yo, he's a
'cause I
real
wanna
hip hop
enjoy
head,
it.
bro. He's a real hip
I'll
hop.
be like, just set your playlist and all that.
But Spotify, yo.
Yeah, just
you were to
put
say
it-
something,
I
Brandon.
was gonna
Yo,
I was
his
gonna say.
favorite artist is Jay-Z, and he still argues that he's better than Drake.
He
Who's a
is.
hip-hop fan more than
He
him?
is.
Come on.
Cool. Jay-Z is better than Drake.
Yeah, fact.
Always.
Hip-hop fan too, I guess? I don't know, but
I
all
was
I'm
gonna say I
saying
know
I'm
BPMs
confused.
and all
is
that
this,
shit.
is this
That's my
whatever the
fave.
fuck, if he wants to take it too, he could take the heat too.
Nope.
All I'm saying is hip-hop head. You might be
God.
hip-hop head. This
Yo.
motherfucker knows hip-hop. I trust his hip-hop opinion.
You know what's crazy?
Music opinion, Brandon's all over the place, but hip-hop, I'm going to give him hip-hop.
You know what's
still.
crazy? I was in college and I was in an English class and I was just like, how can I make this fun for myself? So I think it was like a 7-page paper or some bullshit, right? And I was just like, I'm gonna use hip hop. Oh, it was like, how can you make after school programs better? And I was just like, hip hop, right? Like hip hop, I think is the American dream.
Brandon
If you-
never wrote that on a paper.
dude. I like hip
all I'm
hop
saying.
is
I
the
didn't
American.
write papers.
Yeah,
I don't write.
He was.
He
was in
never came
accounting.
off the dome and said that.
Yeah.
But so I was just like, yo, let me write this paper and say how hip hop can like influence, underserved communities and stuff
That's
like that.
dope.
So
That's
like,
dope.
bro, I remember reading about like the 5 pillars of hip hop,
Facts.
like Africa Bambaataa, stuff like that.
Wow.
And
Off
it was
that
just
alone,
like,
Brandon,
wow.
please don't
Oh,
ever
got
claim
it.
the title.
Wow.
He got it.
I
No,
knew
but
I didn't do all that.
But I'm just
thing
saying,
is-
like,
You got it.
Like-
the blood, this man studied and wrote a paper for no teacher.
dude, before, yeah.
This motherfucker filled out a
wrote it
full
for
paper
himself.
for
He
no
wrote it for
teacher.
himself.
No, for
He
no
did his
diploma.
homework and turned it into nobody. He
For
burned
no
that
diploma.
bitch.
You
paper
got it.
for no reason.
You get the hip hop guy
Bro,
for that one.
I just
cool.
I'm surprised he didn't come into Dashiki at this point. This motherfucker, Wolf.
Yo, I just
He did the research on African Like this man went in on
He
this
went
shit.
Fuck this shit. I'm cutting the conversation.
cut it.
All I have to say about hip hop is like hip hop. There's this little clip that I saved from Steve Stout that has said that hip hop gave me the audacity to do what I do, right? Because my whole thing about hip hop is like a lot of these artists came from nothing and they became
Facts.
successful businessmen, whatever. It's right, and it's just like I didn't come from like the worst situation, but like
No,
like
but you can,
it's
exactly.
like I went to school. School wasn't for me. I didn't like it.
J.
It's just
Cole.
like-
That's literally
Yeah.
J. Cole's life.
Yeah,
It's
and that's why I
literally
mean,
J.
he
Cole's
went
life.
to
to school, but yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what he just said. Like, yeah.
Oh, you
it's
said you went to
different.
school.
I went to school.
Oh. Wasn't for me.
Wasn't for me. Dropped out.
Yeah.
And then I was
Kanye
just
West, college dropout.
I think hey, J. Cole got his degree.
Bro,
I'm
even
just
even
J.
Tupac,
Cole his little.
even Tupac, like, was
Matt-
a theater kid.
Yeah.
Like, he had a good
He was a
mother.
poet.
His
Yeah.
mother was great. She earned decent money. He decided to go to the, like, he put the thug life on him and said, I'm going to capture this facade, really.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm not saying, like, I'm not knocking, first of all, right? Like, I'm not going
That boy
to
gonna get
tell-
shunned in LA. That nigga's gonna be like,
I'm not on this
what?
podcast.
But
Hey,
I'm
Tupac
saying,
fan.
he created the thug life.
Yeah,
Tupac.
yeah, for sure.
No,
it
for
wasn't
sure.
a life he was given.
Yeah.
He didn't come from there.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he knows that. Everyone knows that. Anyone that is an actual Tupac
Yeah.
fan knows that.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
he created it, which I'm not knocking, but in a sense, like hip hop and rap does, like what you said, it bridges the gap of bringing that energy and just that
confidence.
Bro, like where we're from right now
It's
is
confidence.
because of hip hop.
Yeah, it's the confidence.
Like
Confidence.
it's me and Ro made it to LA being in love with hip hop.
Yeah,
and he's
exactly.
a fucking hip hop artist.
Back to what
like,
Steve-
it's literally
Back to what Steve Stout said. It gave me the audacity to do what I do.
the audacity to do what I do.
and it's like
facts.
if you were to describe hip hop in one liner, I think that'd be a perfect thing because
the
it's like-
audacity to do what I do.
exactly
Facts.
like
For real.
like you said, confidence. You know, fucking people coming from the hood and creating fucking multi-million-dollar businesses. Like,
Right.
what other genre can achieve
Right.
that? Nobody.
True.
Which, by the way, we're gonna because we're getting close to time here, which is crazy. Remember when I was telling you how long we were gonna do this for, and you're like, that long? Isn't it crazy how quick it goes by?
Yeah, I've been holding my pee for a good 30 at the highest of extents.
My man was.
Hey,
Swear to
last-
God, I've been
last
moving
episode.
like crazy. I'm like,
man.
Sound like me.
but yeah, it is
But it's
wild.
still nuts. Like, bro, it's been an hour and 20.
It's wild.
That's what
I've been
happens-
watching the time. Actually, I'm like,
Me too.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you drink Vita. What is it? Vita Coco?
Vitaco. I just drank like 3 water bottles before this, and I'm like literally
that
dying.
boy's like,
What I was
ain't
getting
ready to go.
What I was
How
getting
long
at-
do we have left, realistically?
No, it's, we're wrapping it up right now.
Okay, cool.
We're wrapping it up right now. We're wrapping it up on this because I want you guys to hear it. We're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
play an exclusive little snippet
Oh,
sound.
we gotta last through the whole sound.
Nah,
which is,
just like
which
half.
is probably
Oh.
one of my records, one of my favorite
Favorite?
records to come out right
Okay.
now.
Let's do it.
It's not dropped. It's an exclusive. So
So I got the leak or the leaks.
We got the leak right here.
I need
The
the
leaks right
the
here.
link.
leak.
we
Where
can
the
send a
link?
link. We can send the link.
Where the
but,
link?
no, it's just I just want to say real quick to the camera and to the people. It's just a dope. It's a dope moment for me, bro. Like, and I don't want to get emotional and shit, but I am
Oh.
that emotional motherfucker. Like, me and this motherfucker have worked since the age of 14 at this not given moment, but to do this that we're
Facts.
doing right now.
How old are y'all now? Just so we
We're
can
28, bro.
Don't do
and
that.
That's
We're
no,
28.
Motherfucker making us old.
No,
but we
that's
look
How
14
old?
years.
Spell it out.
But we
I'm
look
like,
good.
That's 14
Alright,
years.
good.
No, bro.
Alright, but
One
some
thing
type
that
of way.
people need to understand is that shit doesn't happen overnight.
It
I'm
does,
always
man.
telling
They
people
do
that.
need to understand
just for
that.
this moment, like I got my boy on my fucking podcast show of an idea that I
Facts.
had, and he was even excited to come on it. Like it's just the level of expertise in sound recording that this dude does now. Like that's why I'm excited to play this track. And it's just to everyone out there, like bro, like it's don't think it's overnight work.
It
If
is
you
not
believe it,
overnight.
you love it. Set a goal, set
Facts.
an expectation, and execute.
It's a long-term
Execution
thing. No one. It's
and
not a
accountability.
short-term. It's not a
Exactly.
short-term thing.
Exactly.
Accountability,
and
execution.
this shit's gonna get clipped the fuck out by Ray Mark. I'm gonna tell him that for real.
Nah,
Like,
we're gonna keep that.
Krista bodied it.
shout out to Krista Bodied It too. Female producer, crazy.
This
she's
shit is
fire.
fucking stupid.
Yeah,
It's fire.
hey, Man on my way before everything else. Set expectations, but shit never helps. Maybe it's words, could be the click, maybe the jokes, probably the. She said I'm funny, don't know if I am. Cause she laugh at dumb shit I don't understand. Ask me for time, I can't even plan. I send her what you want, pull up and send. Say what I do and I mean what I say. You let your feelings get up in the way. And down that road is a place I don't go. On to the next, baby, you should've known.
Say what I do and I mean what I say. You let your feelings get up in the way. And down that road is a place I don't go. On to the next, baby, you should've known. I can be your best friend all the night, yeah. If I hit you, I know you gon' hit me right back. I know what it was when we started. Ain't no room for me to be broken hearted. In the nighttime, calling a late night.
That's all y'all get. Wait for it.
Yeah, Susan Carroll.
Wait
Shout out to
for
her.
it.
She bodied
Shout out
it,
to her,
and
big
Krista
top.
bodied it. Also bodied it. Yeah, that's
crazy.
It was 2 girls.
It was well, the girl produced it. Then there was only one girl on the vocals though.
So 2
Yeah.
But yeah, 2 girls on the whole thing. Yeah.
2 girls in a Rowlan.
Yeah. Per usual. Yeah.
Oh, dude,
All right,
no.
Well, I don't even want to question. Let's just. Close
Hey,
it
no,
out
no.
with
So
the shot.
I'm not marked down as a hoe. I've actually never had a threesome.
I have a question.
It sounds like that.
Never had a
I've
threesome?
no, never.
Don't look at me. You just look straight at me.
I'm looking straight at Brandon. I'm looking straight at Brandon with his
I did
little
not.
fucking promiscuous ass, bro.
That boy.
Brandon's in these
promiscuous,
streets, bro. Brandon's
I'm not
in
in
these
these
streets.
When's that song coming
Oh
out?
wow, this is a violation of your privacy. My bad.
It's
When's
okay.
this?
Actually,
When's the
this
song coming out?
podcast's Fully violation of my props.
Okay, good.
Future Brandon.
Brandon's in these motherfucking
But-
streets, man.
Streets.
All right.
Fuck.
What
Yo.
Wolf said though. When's that
the song coming out?
dropping? Let him know.
I don't know why y'all ask me this when y'all know damn well I don't know. Can you hit me with that too, bro?
Yeah, no,
When
we're
y'all
taking-
know
we're
damn
taking
well
the final shot.
I truthfully
It's not-
don't know. Can you go heavy with that shit, bro? You be queef poofing my little shot.
Queef poo.
Yo, that's a
Ben
very
says
common
queef.
With your
word.
strong ass. I
That's
know
Ben
your
says
ass
queef.
got more muscle control than that with the Don. You said.
Hey,
Like,
once
damn,
again, it's
little
Tu- it's
2-second
Tuesday.
one?
It's
Did you get some
Tuesday
Wolf?
out here,
Did
my
you get
boy.
some?
He said what?
It's Tuesday out
Oh,
here.
all right, cool. So we all
Tuesday.
got one. No, that song has no ask the man.
It doesn't. No,
ask
it
the
doesn't have a
manager.
release
It
date.
doesn't
I'm
have a
just
date.
like,
Yeah.
whenever we get the mix finished, and I'm deciding right now if I want to do the mix myself. If like a bunch of things actually, but those are the final takes, which
Yeah.
you guys heard. But I
That's
just have
dope.
to get it mixed.
Just know that
and,
shit's on the way, bro. It is
on the way.
crazy.
I don't have release dates lined up like that. That's not my thing.
Just,
Got it.
that's a little taste of the fucking tea that we have geared up, bro.
There's so many geared up though.
It's
like,
fucking ridiculous.
yeah, it's like good stuff.
Not
yeah.
even because there used to be a point where he was dropping every week. Like the quality level now, I'm just like
World's
bro.
different. World's different.
You just
Bro.
drop an EP.
So be ready for
Facts,
that,
bro. Facts.
motherfuckers.
Talk
I
about
do
that.
need an EP. I do need to. I honestly, like I said, I touched base on this briefly earlier on in the podcast, but I finally do think it's album time. I feel like it's time to, as an independent artist, just fucking go after this shit. Like I'm not waiting on anything. I know my sound. I know who I am as a grown man now, which was something I feel like even pre-quarantine I didn't have. Even 27, I didn't quite have the grown manness that I do now, and understanding who I am as a person and what my goal is and the patience with it. So I just think the sound that's coming from this point is going to be world's better
Facts.
quality.
Hell
It's
yeah.
going to be delegated to motherfuckers who are professional in their field. So all of that, I think that's
Cool.
all coming
Nice.
together.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we're in our most bag right now.
Oh yeah.
Straight
I'm
up.
about to hop in. that
Everybody,
bitch.
everybody.
Turn
he's going
28
And it
like
two
takes
weeks.
that minute. We all
Yeah, I just
20.
turned 30, bro.
Yeah, you just turned 30.
Oh,
Wolf,
when I
you don't
turn
gotta drop
30?
that on the podcast, honey. Young ladies, Wolf's not 30.
He's 20.
Motherfucker better be going after women that want him to be 30.
I'm
That's
30,
what I'm gonna lay.
bruh.
I'm gonna lay
I'm
this
just
right
kidding.
here.
It was
Well,
joking.
30.
you better
It was
go
joke.
after
You a
33
grown-ass
plus.
man. I feel like you're finally in your bag when you're a grown ass man. You know what you're doing, and you realize the potential in everything
28.
you have. in
Facts.
you.
You see your own full potential,
Facts.
and you're patient with the process. That's when
Yes.
I think you're a real grown man. That's when you're like,
That.
I'm ready.
Matt has
because
his arms crossed, and we're getting close to time, so that means we.
no. Matt has his arm crossed because he's a motherfucking boss. That's literally all that has to do with anything.
By far my favorite episode, so I'm gonna cheers to
Hey,
that.
I love that. I love
Cheers.
hearing that.
Nothing's in my cup. I
We've
don't
been
pretend
fake
like-
cheersing all night.
For
Let's
real.
just stop reaching extra. I'm over here
Fake
like
cheers.
I'm tapping his cup and then pretending like I'm tapping yours.
Hey, the camera can see that.
Bro, you went heavy.
You
My
said
man-
That's what you asked for.
My man bring out the whole bicep. Fuck. Bro, I thought this was a forearm motion, bro. What the fuck is this? All right,
sir.
it
it's
starts
cool.
at the shoulders, bro. It
Yo,
starts at the
crazy.
shoulders.
This man was looking at me while he did it and slipped. He said, like, all right, bro, fuck. All right, bro, my bad for dissing you on how much you
man.
poured me,
called me
drowned
You
me.
said a queef poof.
No,
so
I
was
said
like,
your action was a queef poof. You're not a. You would never be a queef
I
poof.
can't wait to watch this back and hear the audio on this shit for
Bro,
real.
your pour was one of a queef poof.
All
You're
right.
not a queef poof.
Gotcha.
I would never call you a queef poof. You're too strong for
He
that.
would.
You like a queef. You a queef motion, bro. You a you a queef tidal
I've
wave.
heard all this before, so that's why I'm just trying to blow past it real quick because we got to wrap up. but real talk, my brother, my boy, thank you for coming on. Love you. I love y'all too.
Appreciate
for
you,
real.
sir.
Thank
Come
you.
on.
It was a great
Thank you guys for
episode.
having me, yo.
For real,
Thank you for having
absolutely.
me.
That is this week's episode of All Bass No Treble. Please tune in next week. Wolf, shut the fuck up to our next guest. Peace. Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out this week's episode of All Bass No Treble. If you could please subscribe and like, and also get the notification button smashed for us, that would mean the world to us. If you'd like to keep up with myself, my co-host, or our special guest this week, all of our social medias and info is right below. And if you would like to listen, tune into Apple Podcasts or Spotify, as you can hear us on there as well. Again, thank you so much for tuning in this week, and I will see you on the next episode.